the live.
Emily Taylor joining us today as our guest player. Hey Emily, how's it going?
Hey there, it's going great. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, just to kick us off, why don't you explain to our amazing fans who have tuned in today who you are and what you do for Anthem?
Thanks. My name is Emily Taylor. I've been in the game industry about almost 12 years now, and I've been with BioWare for about a year and a half. I've been working on Anthem the last year, and I've been specializing in the area of agent quests.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Emily. In terms of agenda for today, for those of you who don't follow our every tweet with bated breaths, shame on you, you should be doing that. But in case you're not following, today we're going to look at a legendary contract, and we'll explain what that means. We did a poll in the last week of which perspective people wanted to see today, and the vote was incredibly close, but Ranger won. So we're going to play as a Ranger today with a Spark Beam as requested, and a few other weapons we'll talk about as we get there. Community also requested we show some keyboard and mouse control, so I'll be playing that today with keyboard and mouse, for better or for worse for all of us. And outside of that, that's kind of the main agenda, and then anything else that comes up, we'll be answering your questions. Before we dive in and have Emily kind of explain what some of those things were, all the regular disclaimers exist, and we remember to say it this time. The game, while very close to being finished, isn't finished yet. We might see some bugs. We might even see a crash. If we do, we'll just roll with the punches and keep going and keep talking about what we need to talk about, but just keep in mind that the game still isn't finished. If you all have questions, please type them in chat. Jesse is on hand to pull questions out and read them out to us. We're going to do our best to play and talk, so we'll see how that goes. So that's all the opening stuff. I see someone throwing flares in the background. Good job. We also have two secret developers with us. We're going to do a full squad of 4 today, and we may reveal who those two secret devs are later. But for now, and you can see all them behind, we've got a few friends here. But to kick us off, Emily, why don't you explain, we'll get to what a legendary contract is, but they're given to you by agents. So maybe let's start with, what is an agent in Anthem?
Sure. Well, as you know, there are several factions in Fort Tarsus, and in fact, in the world of Anthem. Some of those are, for example, the Freelancers, the Sentinels, the Arcanists. We've met some of those in your previous live streams. When we were looking at adding more quests into the world, aside from the main storyline, we could have just sort of sprinkled them around the fort, but we thought it would be more fun if you could do smaller quest lines so they could build up to a bit more meaning and help you get to know specific people. So we picked one person in each of the factions that we'll sort of focus on and who will give you those quests. So there are 3 agents for the 3 factions I mentioned: Freelancers, Sentinels, and Arcanists. I actually specialized in Agent Yarrow, who's the Freelancer. Today we're playing one of Matthias, who's the Arcanist, one of his contracts. And through their quest lines, you'll get to know not only a little bit about those people, but also their faction and what their factions stand for. When we talked about Freelancers and what they are and what they do, we actually discussed sort of 3 pillars of what their behavior is. They're heroic, they're warriors, and they're explorers. And we also made the 3 factions and the 3 representatives of those factions sort of echo one of those 3 pillars. So we hope that each faction will feel a little different, but that you'll explore what it means to be a freelancer through each of them.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you. So at this point with Matthias, we've completed his main story. He's given us a regular contract we've completed, and now he's asked us to do a legendary contract. So
exactly.
We put ourselves to level 30. We kind of have mid-endgame gear, so a few epics and rares, maybe a masterwork here or there. So what we might do is just jump into the action. There's several stages to a contract. We might just get through the first one and then take a little break, and we can explain kind of what that was about and how the legendary contract system works.
Sounds
so
great.
If everybody is ready, we might start flying off. So some questions on keyboard and mouse with flight control. I think the team's made a lot of improvements. You can see The mouse movements aren't too crazy. It's pretty easy to get recentered. I can show you guys some of the settings later if that is of interest. And team here, I can't hear the in-game sound. If we could turn that on, that would be great. Hold on one second. Turn my head. Okay, there we go. Turns out I turned my headphones off. So good. All right, so a little traversal as a warm-up. There's a lot of tricks with traversal, like trying to skim the water to extend your flight time and looking for waterfalls out in the open. But as we're getting to our first destination, probably one of the questions, Emily, that at least comes up a lot in interviews is, how did we try to design the world so that flight would be possible? So I don't know if you want to talk to that as we approach what looks like an Ursix.
Oh gosh. Actually, I think that might be a better one for you to talk about.
Yep.
I did not have much to do with designing the world. I just put the quests in it. So I can tell you from that point of view, we had a lot of fun making quests that worked well with the verticality. But I wasn't actually involved in the decisions of that.
Sure. So I know one of the things we talked about a lot was, in a game full of flight, how does every other part of the game make sense? Creature design, all the way through to building the world and allowing traversal so that you just can't fly over everything. And one of what I think are the most impressive things is, flight not only feels really amazing, but, all the rest of the game, plays well for it. I'm going to also show off right now one of the most requested abilities, which is this guy. Little spark beam.
Oh boy.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Knocked out of the sky. So also on the weapon loadout, we had some questions about this from people. We decided to go with a heavy pistol. So the thing with a heavy pistol is slow rate of fire, but if you can hit weak points, the multiplier for weak point damage is much higher than other weapons. So we need to get all these fragments. So we should probably just split up a little. You can see in the top right our objective. So this is, I think I might actually already have one.
Yeah, I'm just getting one now. So what we're doing, as you can see from the quest helper up at the corner there, is we've come across the Schaefer Relic. These can be unearthed around the world of Anthem. They're obviously relics left over from the time of the Schaefers, and they have fairly unpredictable effects. They can sometimes destabilize and throw off these fragments. When they're unstable, what they do is not only do they sort of summon creatures, what creatures may vary at this time. It seems like it's Scorpidons. I'm just getting blown up by one. Don't mind me. But also, in addition to the creatures that they summon normally, they are very valuable. These are Schaefer technology. Who knows what you can learn from them or make them do for you? Everyone is different. So different factions in Anthem are going to be really excited to get their hands on them. Like, that might be Dominions, that might be Scar, that's obviously us. In this case, Matthias will often be very interested when he gets a report of Schaefer relics in the world, because the Arcanists love to study these things to learn more about our world. So yeah, you will come across these in quests as well as in contracts. And they do some unpredictable different things. But in this case, as I mentioned, we have Scorpions, and they've clearly attracted an Ursix as well. The Ursix can also be attracted by the power of them.
All right, so then you can see, okay, looks like we've got the last two, but normally in the HUD, there is a UI element that's like a little compass or a radar, I'm not sure how you describe it, that kind of shows you where the fragments are so that we can go pick them up and turn them on. So we got one more left to go, and then we probably have to defeat the Ursix anyway.
Yeah, we can see that's one of our objectives. Oh my god, I'm getting eaten by Scorpidons.
As a reference point, we're playing this at level 30 on hard, so
this is fairly hard. Yeah.
It's pretty hard. You've got to coordinate a little bit. You doing okay? Yeah, we'll come back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hang out here.
I think. Oh, I have one. This is why we're not doing it, because talking and playing is not my strong suit. Okay.
Yeah. Once we get that last fragment in and restabilize it, the most of the enemies should go away. Oop, just a couple left to clear out. I don't think the Ursix will go away though, so we might have to deal with him.
Okay, can you do a little cleanup here?
Yeah. Where's my flamethrower?
All right. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not even done yet. Okay, it's fine.
I'm a little worried, but
I got to get my epic loots that's dropped on the ground for me. Awesome. Nice win wall, Darren. Thank you. I just gave away who our third player is. It's fine. I also have a rally point here that increases weapon damage. So I'm going to put this down here if anyone's interested. But this is 20% bonus weapon damage, which is pretty handy. It's one of the ranger's utilities. So the Ursix, I think we might have shown it before on stream, but he, if you hover, he'll throw big rocks at you and you have to kind of dodge in the air. Or if you're on the ground, same thing, you know, dodging over is a way to avoid his attacks. He also leaps up for like a ground smash, so if you kind of double jump over and fly up, you can get out of that.
Yeah, I'm running away like a grabbit. Okay, there's a health pack. Damn it, stop that. No. Well, since you mentioned it was Darren joining us, I'll just say, because I know Darren and we've worked together before, I love that I'm in the Colossus and he's not. He's, I think, in an Interceptor, because in real life, it's kind of the opposite. Darren is approximately twice my biomass. He's a really tall guy, so I'm enjoying being the Colossus at this point, Darren.
I just realized Camden gave himself away. He's called Bio Camden, which we haven't introduced Camden to our broader audience yet, but we can do that a bit later on.
Awesome.
All right, so that was stage 1 of a legendary contract, and you were telling me yesterday that there are multiple stages and there's some variety in that. How does that work for the contracts in the game? Oh, can you guys not fly ahead, please?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's just take a little break, little pause. Let's see if I can get back in before I get teleported.
Hey Ben, we've got a request from our viewers. They're asking if you can fly as high as you can.
Okay, I will do that. Emily, if you can explain contracts, I will fly as high as I can so we can see what happens.
So each faction, as I mentioned, is slightly different. They've got slightly different interests, which means they have also slightly different tasks in Fort Tarsus. So the freelancers are responsible for protecting people inside the fort and outside the fort, for example. Sentinels are more of the guards. Arcanists really need the researchers, etc. So as you interact with the agents, you'll get quests that have a storyline, but you will also be able to help out with that faction's daily contracts. They're like the tasks that faction is responsible for in the fort. So depending on what agent you got the task from, what you're going to be asked to do will be a bit different. We also want the contracts to be constantly renewable content, that even when you finished all of the story, you can still keep doing them and they'll remain fresh. So they're going to be slightly different every time. I don't want to call them repeatables because that has some negative connotations and we're doing it a little smarter than that. But you won't be able to predict what exactly you're going to be able to do, but you will know that it's related to that faction. For example, Matthias, as we've seen, is very obsessed with fragments when they appear, but he's got other Arcanist-related tasks. For Agent Yera, you might be rescuing a Strider or helping protect some Arcanists or things like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Even when we, talk about most of the streams we do, we kind of turn up and say, we don't know exactly what's going to happen here. And so there's a little bit of randomness to it. Like we weren't expecting the Ursix, and now we have to silence this next Schaefer Relic, and it looks like the creatures are kind of pushing out to us. So we might all dive in and get going. But thanks for the extra explanation.
Yeah, well, this gives us an opportunity to show that that search radar that you were mentioning before, because it's back on the screen.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, and you'll notice that it's got 4 quadrants, and the strength of the signal gives you a clue how close you are, but also in the middle, it's a little harder to see probably on the live stream, but there's a little arrow. So there is verticality too, and we do have a very 3-dimensional world, so definitely look at the arrow too. So you might be looking for something way up above you or below you.
Right, like when I fly up now, the arrow says down, so I know to kind of go down. And when it's the dot, it means I'm on the right level, right?
Exactly. There have been a couple of quests I've been flying in circles until I realized, oh look, the arrow says down, it's actually below me.
Alright. I didn't talk about my second ability you guys have been seeing, which is a sticky grenade. It's a grenade that does a lot of single target damage, so I'm kind of set up for single target damage, but when I throw it, it'll stick to the creature, the target, whatever, and then kind of blow up for a small AoE, but it's pretty high damage. All right, so we got to find the last couple of fragments here. Okay, a
I
few
think
more
everyone's
creatures coming
grabbed
in.
them, yeah. I think everyone's got one.
Oh, here we go. We've got some brutes.
Oh boy, so these brutes, okay, yeah.
And they're legendaries, so lots of hit points.
Yeah.
I will shoot whichever one you shoot. Okay, this one in the front. Yeah, legendary Ash Brute. So his weak point is in his head, so it's a good kind of spot to try to hit if we can.
Yep. Oh, I need a health pack. Run.
Yeah, these guys hit pretty hard.
They
And I think we're on
yeah.
fire. I don't know, Camden, can
I'm
you use
on
your
fire.
cleanse on the interceptor, please? I think you just used it. So we put Camden on his support ability, will cleanse status effects.
Oh,
Because
nice.
there's often a lot of things that cause fire, and then you can't fly, and not flying is kind of annoying. So he can clear that for us.
It's actually kind of interesting to me because as a quest designer, while I've been playing the game, a lot of the time I'm testing my quests and I'll play solo more often than I'll play in a group. So I haven't
Yeah.
necessarily seen all the abilities that the Interceptor and the other classes have.
Yeah, it's a whole new thing to play in a full group. It makes a really,
really
big
is,
difference,
yeah.
I think. It's a lot more fun, there's a lot more combos, there's a lot more group interplay options.
Uh-huh.
So like these brutes as well, if you hover, they'll shoot fire at you to like prevent you from kind of trying to just hover above them. So I don't know, we have a Camden got cleanse again, I think. Oh no, it's on fire, it's okay. Probably on cooldown
well,
still.
I have a flamethrower.
Oh, you have a
those
flamethrower, nice, okay.
brutes
That's
can be on
amazing.
fire for a while. Did we get them all?
There's one more who just came through.
Oh yeah, someone's still carrying a
first
fragment and it needs to put it down. They're not
That would
gonna
be
stop
me
hitting.
again.
Ben,
You gotta
you're
stop picking
holding
them
us
up.
back.
I know, what a shocking move, right? That's fine.
You know, Mike Gamble mentioned something. He said that often you actually fly out here so that you're physically on the same site. But you didn't do that this week. Is that to do with the fact that it was -7 Fahrenheit or -22 Celsius for those
I
outside the
wouldn't
state?
say I'm a massive fan of the cold of Edmonton, that's for certain.
I looked at the weather this morning. I thought maybe I should fly to Austin. That'd be okay, right?
You should have come to Austin.
Yeah.
Now, we might have hit a snare here. I don't see the next quest step.
Oh, that's weird.
So, did we bug something out, do we think?
That is possible. This is a build that still has a couple bugs.
So that's cool. So what we'll do is, if you guys controlling the cameras can swap back to my head, I will end this, and maybe what we'll just do is see if we can restart again. And then for now, why don't we go ahead and take some questions? I'm going to end the expedition. If that doesn't end that for everyone, could you guys all just exit out, get back to Fort Tarsus? I'll send some invites out and we might go again. All right, so that was kind of, we did 2 out of the 3 steps of that legendary contract though. As you can see, a lot of the creatures were tougher, like we saw legendary variants, a lot more hit points, a lot more coordination required. We got a lot of cool loot. I'm actually looking at my end of expedition screen now. I don't want to share it with you, but let's see what I got. If it was anything cool. I definitely got some epics, and I think so I got like, just in that amount of time, I got 3 epics, 3 rares, and then a couple of commons, so not a bad little haul. So while we get reset up, we'll take some questions.
So one of the things chat was noticing was that your Javelin was cooled the whole time. Was it the rain that was affecting that?
Yeah. Can chat hear you, or do I need to repeat the question?
Chat can hear me.
Oh, awesome. Well, look at this. Jesse, all the powers. Yeah, it was raining. So, we wanted to have some impact of the environment to how gameplay functions. So one of those things is that when it's raining, you'll get some extended flight time. So there's various levels of cooling, like flying through a waterfall kind of wipes out all of your heat. And then like skimming the water or some rain will just like extend the amount of heat capacity you have. So your heat meter will fill up slower. I don't think we want to show Fort Tarsus. If we can go back to we still on my head? Okay, that's fine. Cool. So I will get us ready to go again. What other questions do we have, Jesse? Oh, did we explain the flight ceiling enough? So when Emily was talking through how contracts work, the question was, hey, can you fly to the top and show us what that looks like? So can you guys ready up, please? So basically what happens is there's turbulence is kind of the ceiling. So as you fly high, there's these really strong winds that will just push you back to the ground. And so you'll burn your heat trying to go up, and then eventually you'll overheat and kind of crash land. And that's just our way of, controlling the playable space, which I think is a pretty cool solution the team came up with.
So another question we've got, I think we might have answered this one before, but what happens if you don't pick up loot?
Yep. So Talisker, can you hit ready? Okay, cool. Yeah, so we have some systems for this. We've explained it a couple times on social media, but basically, if you don't pick up a masterwork or legendary item, we'll mail it to you. But everything else, you basically lose if you don't pick up. And so the reason for that is, if we just sent everything to you, you would never bother looking for loot and picking it up. And, discovering that loot and finding that loot's an important part of the game. So we really want to encourage people to, after completing a mission or completing an encounter, to look around, pick up the loot. As you saw when we were playing, I was running towards little blue and purple things all the time. They're pretty easy to see in the game now. We've made a lot of iterations since EA Play, for example. So it's pretty easy to pick them up, but we want that to be a conscious thing that you're this game is about collecting loot. We want you to consciously go and pick it up. But give you a little bit of protection for super rare stuff so that you don't lose out on that. So that's how loot works. You guys can swap back to
see what I can do.
Yeah, that thing. Us. I was gonna say.
All right, so I got another thing people are asking a lot about are emotes. So I think
These
we've
guys?
got some good ones equipped here, actually, if we want to.
So let's see. Okay, so Nighthawk, Emily's doing the air guitar. Let's do that one more time, maybe. Camden is waving. It's a little boring, Camden. I feel like you're better than that. We've got flares. What do we got on Talisker? A little point? Ooh. I don't know if you're saying, let's go that way, or if you're saying, I'm going to come get you. That's fine. So we've got some pretty cool emotes there. I think we should talk about your appearance, Emily, both in real life and in game.
I hope you
feels like there's some
appreciate.
themes going here.
I hope you appreciate that I'm matching. This is a lot of work, a lot of coordination. So orange is my favorite color, and I just love the customization options in it. So you will usually see me looking like something very garish. And the Colossus is such a big canvas to paint on, too. It's so much area. It's great. So, yeah.
All right. Hey, let's go towards this first objective again. And let's see, maybe we have something different this time around.
Last thing on emotes, Ben.
Yep.
People are really asking this a lot. Are we going to add a dab emote?
Sure. Good dab all day. We might have had one we've captured already. I can't remember if we've, you capture it or create it, and then we have to process it and get it in game. So I forget if we have one in game or if we've just got one in the pipeline that will come eventually. People did want to see the mouse and keyboard settings, so what we might do is just get through this encounter and then kind of show that. I broke the cardinal rule of flying, which is if you overheat, you get penalized and have to wait a bunch. Okay, so maybe because I reset this, we have the same encounter again.
Oh, yeah. It thought that we failed the mission, so you're just restarting the mission, I think.
Right. That makes sense. Yep, there's our buddy again. All right, well, let's get these fragments in fast this time, hey?
All right.
Where is the... this is a bit brave.
I don't know if we've talked much about the scorpions, but you may be able to see that there are 3 different types of them, and they each have slightly different behaviors, so that makes them kind of interesting. There's one that will blow up in your face, which is my least favorite type.
Yeah, the worker will has the sack. He'll explode with a sack just like that when he gets to you, so you actually don't have to shoot it if you don't want. You can try to bait it into exploding on top of its friends, and then it will do damage to its friends as well. So there's a little... some advanced options of play there as well.
Yeah, and it leaves you covered in green slime.
We've also got some lightning falling down from this rainstorm, which is not ideal. not perfect.
No, lightning can zap you out of the sky, can't it?
Yep. Alright, I'm going to get rid of these, all the rest of the arachnids, the sculpidons, sorry, and then if you guys want to focus on the Ursics for a bit.
All right, I'm going to use my ultimate. Boom.
Oh, nice. Please do that. That's amazing.
Ah, damn it. And take him down that much. He's legendary. He's pretty tough, but I took him down about a quarter.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. I'll come over with my support field in a second. These Sculpidons are still coming, so that's not ideal. Might just bait them into you guys so we can kind of AoE them a bit. Yeah, put this field down for us so we can get that 20% bonus weapon damage. Oh, didn't dodge like a chump, and I'm down.
Nope.
Now I get made fun of by however many thousands of people are watching.
Ah, I'm going down too. No, I'm running away.
All right, someone needs to hit me up with a repair, please.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was going, but I almost died too. I'm on fire.
Who's going to be that hero? We can cue the "You Can Be My Hero, Baby" music, please. All right, here we go. Looks like Camden's got me. Maybe a little wind wall as well. Good stuff, guys. Thank you. So again, his weak spot is the head, but it's kind of a trade-off. If you get in front, you're kind of susceptible to all of his other attacks. So, like just that, I got hit by the rocks.
Yeah. One thing I didn't call out when we were talking about the contracts is you'll actually notice the difficulty in each beat escalates. So contracts are typically 3 tasks in a row, but each one should feel a little more intense than the last. So this is the easiest one.
We're starting with an Ursics?
Yep.
Not ideal.
It is a legendary contract.
So we started with the easiest one, Ben, and you still died? It's like,
yeah.
oh, awkward.
Crap, okay.
Right, so this is good. Camden's kind of keep entertained. We got the wind wall up, which protected us from those rocks, which is great. Now it's gone. We got to have to use dodge. See if I can sticky grenade in the head there. It's a bit risky. Let's try double shotgunning him. Nice flamethrower. Got my spark beam on him as well. Okay, now he's on fire. It's great. Taking that extra dot damage. It's
I might
fine.
have just died.
Can Darren get you there? That's a little brave. Did you guys both go down?
I think so. We died together.
All right, I'm going to bait him, Camden, if you can pick him up, please.
Yay, thank you. Oh, that was embarrassing.
Oh, I got knocked out of the sky. I'm going to come give you guys a little weapon buff.
Hey Ben, what difficulty are you guys playing on?
So we are. Oh no! We are playing. Oh my gosh! Really? I'm down. We are playing on hard difficulty, Jesse.
Oh yes, we are.
Thank you for. So this is a little. It's a little. I mean, if you play really well, it's kind of fine. But if you make mistakes, you certainly get punished.
Yeah.
So this R6 is pretty low now. I think we can just finish him off real quick.
I'm not.
And the lightning strikes really aren't kind of helping this whole problem.
Yeah, because they'll incapacitate us if they hit us, and they're pretty nasty.
So we got Talisker back up again. Is everyone up? Yeah. Okay. So one thing, I forget if we had this last stream, but you can see in the top left over there, we have a party widget now, which we didn't have before, which is great. So you can see the direction your teammates are relative to you. So if I run ahead, I can see Talisker, Nighthawk, Camden behind me. And the kind of arc it shows gives an indication of distance, as well as you can see their shield and health. So that's really great. Now it's more obvious if people go down, if someone's low health and they need a wind wall or something like that, you can kind of look at a glance. All right, so we're going to show keyboard and mouse settings real quick. Controls, keyboard and mouse. Okay, so a couple of sensitivity options. So I play pretty low sensitivity in most games, so like 800 DPI, but lower. So for me, so again, my mouse is 800 DPI for the nerds out there, which I am one of. So I play 12%, and for me, I like my aimed and zoom to be consistent. I like that feel to feel the same. So, but you do have those two toggles there. Any kind of vertical aim sensitivity modifier you want. So, you know, we make it the same by default. But if you're used to kind of any kind of console sensitivity stuff, you can change it. I think most people leave that here. So for me, I like aiming low sensitivity, but I really like flight and swimming to be higher sensitivity. To me, that feels more like a thumbstick on a controller. And so I put mine up to 80%. And then you can see here, I won't go into all these now because it will take a lot of time. But we have a bunch of different sensitivity options, including precision and response time, which kind of, there's a little description about what these things mean as well. But I think what that means is I think a lot of PC players kind of get used to their sensitivities. And so when you're doing that, you can really like dial this in to play the way that you want it to. So that's sensitivity. And then of course, for PC and keyboard and mouse, you can do key bindings for remap. So these are our default ones. I've done a couple extra. So for me, I like to have hover on mouse 5 as well as C. And then I use melee on mouse 4 instead of V. I just find V is tricky for me, but using my thumb button for melee is easy. So yeah, that's how the PC controls work. Hopefully we tick that box. So let's go to the next one. And then I think after we do this beat of the contract, we had a few more questions for you, Emily, just around contracts and kind of how they work.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like we have to investigate a missing Arcanist.
So this is different than the second one we had last time,
this
right?
is.
So, okay.
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't remember wolves before.
Yeah, we were silencing last time.
Yeah, we've got another relic, but this is
Look at all this
different.
loot. Look at all this loot. I'm on it today.
Yeah, so we have an Arcanist researcher, must be one of Matthias's friends who needs protecting.
Do we need to... Okay, we have to get the predators first.
Let's see. Okay, oh, he's in a cage.
Alright, we good.
Failing research device. Okay, that sounds exciting.
Understood. Let's see what I can do.
Let's go out. Let's see. Something here, maybe? I'm going the wrong way, kind of. I got caught up exploring the depths under the water.
Actually, I think I got lost too.
Maybe I could find some treasure. I don't know.
Well, there's treasure all over the world. Even when you're out in free play, you'll occasionally come across a chest. It's slightly embarrassing, but even when I'm doing my quests and I'm testing them on a local server where I cannot actually pick up any loot, I still cannot help clicking on those chests because they're glowing and they look exciting.
I hate to break it to you guys, we have a Titan. So...
Oh no. Okay, Titan search.
Camden, I hope you have your cleanse fire buttons ready, please.
I'm gonna die.
We'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. So the whole thing with the Titan is... Okay, hold on, what do we gotta do? We gotta get the 3 devices. Okay, I'm gonna go with Camden over here. Do you have this one? Oh. Can you cleanse fire? I don't know if you did already. I want to fly. Okay.
So Titans have this huge chest attack that you really got to stay out of the beam, but they also put out rings of fire, and I believe it's possible to jump over the rings if you're agile.
Yeah. It's basically a jumping puzzle where you can... uh-oh, this is bad for me.
But I'm not agile, and I'm on fire now.
Okay, we have 2 Titans, so that's a thing.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's take the one with Nighthawk first if we can. This is going to be really interesting. Frozen, unfortunate news. Okay, so let's get where Camden is first.
Okay.
I think one at a time is probably best, unless you guys have a different idea.
That sounds good to me. I'm gonna try my ultimate again. See if
So the whole nice. Because the whole thing with a Titan is when parts of his arms glow, they're the weak points. And if you do enough damage to the weak points, you can interrupt what he's doing. So if he's casting like a you know, any of his attacks like this, if we were to hit his arms with enough damage, he would kind of stop, and then we could be more offensive.
Right.
He'll also spawn those, you see those explosions behind us just there, so you've really got to time the dodges when you see it in the corner of your eye. And then the rings of fire, you got to dodge, and then he spawns little elementals as well.
Hey Ben, question from everyone: are there like different sizes of Titan?
Yeah, so there are small Titans, and there are big Titans, and then of the big Titans, there are like, you know, like elite and legendary versions. So this is an elite lesser. So this is one of the, is this one of the higher ones? The more powerful ones?
Well, he's elite, so he's pretty nasty, but lesser does imply there are bigger ones we're going to meet, which I'm not too much of a fan of. Oh my goodness. I can't even see for all of the fire that I'm on.
Okay, I'm putting my field down, but like right on his face, which is borderline crazy.
I need a health pack. Oh, there's one over there.
So you can see I'm trying to time most of my shots on his ability casts and then like reload in between. So that I'm ready again for his next cast.
I think one of the nastiest things about him is if his fire ring hits you, then you're on fire, which overheats you, which means you can't fly to miss the next one.
They're not for the faint-hearted. These are...
No.
Are there 3? Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I think
fine.
we just got another one.
All right.
See, remember what I said about the difficulty escalating? Did I mention?
Oh, I got hit by that.
Yeah, I am now on fire, and I just keep getting hit.
Let's
I
get
can't
more
fly.
abilities out here. Yeah, so kind of the dance is push on those abilities. Probably need to keep this other one in my line of sight, because I keep getting hit by its abilities as well. So I'm kind of failing a little bit on these dodges for the ones that come behind me. For those watching, you can see you've really got to... It's kind of like shoot, 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 dodge, you know, like this, reload, shoot, shoot, shoot. But I dodged into someone else's, so... The other kind of tactic here is if you clump up, you get hit by all the attacks. So we've kind of got a maybe triangle formation or square formation around him is a little better, because then we don't get hit by everyone's everything. We just kind of have to deal with our own stuff.
Oh, ouch.
Okay, see, I dodged that one that time, I think.
Nice. Oh.
Okay, where are we at on alt status? If anyone has one, I feel like it would be... Oh man,
a good time.
I feel like it would be it would be probably worth it. It's probably worth it. So there's lots of health goblets on him. I see a few of us are low. We want to like, it's kind of that risk, like in between this cast, maybe I can pick up a couple of health things and ammo. So, you know, these creatures are kind of longer fights, and so at certain times they'll still drop armor and health, so that for longer fights, you know, you kind of can resupply if you need to. Oh, Nighthawk down. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Masterwork item. Okay, alright. I see Emily back, but I can't hear her. It's okay, we'll keep going. Do we have any other questions, Jesse? We can answer as we try to defeat this final one.
Let's see what we've got on chat here. So what happens if everyone dies here and you all go down?
Yep, so if you go down, a player can repair you. That's like an unlimited timer, unless everybody goes down. So if everybody goes down, it's a party wipe. And then in the case of a legendary contract like this, we would start at our last checkpoint. So we would be at the beginning of this encounter and we'd have to defeat all of these titans again, basically. To get a little reload there. Oh, nice, her ultimate's going off. So Emily's back in game, we just can't quite hear her, so that's okay. We have her skills, just not her question answering abilities. Any other questions, Jesse, that you can see? I'm gonna try to get up close here, it's sketchy.
So I see we're being asked about PC settings a lot, of like what recommended specs are for PC. I believe we released that, didn't we, Ben?
Yeah, we did. I don't have all the info in my head for that, but certainly if you look it up on our official website, I'm pretty sure it is all there. Okay, so I managed... I dropped right into the fire. Yeah, getting this dance right takes a little bit of practice. All right, if we have any ults left, it would be great to finish this guy off. Come on, cost. There we go. There we go. Good stuff, team. Oh, same thing, got greedy for that loot too early, like I do every single time. All right, so I think we might show this end of expedition screen, a little bit of it. I think that's okay, right? Mainly because I want to show I just want to show the masterwork reveal because I want to know what I got. And let's do that. All right, that sounds good. All right, but why don't we get a couple more questions? We're probably almost out of time. I got kind of carried away in the excitement there. I'm going to skip a few things here. Do I want to? Hold on. Yeah, I'll skip a couple of details because we should really talk about all this in a different setting. But let's see. Oh, look at this. All right, Venom Dart's pretty good. 3 dots. Nice. Okay, so that's some pretty big shotgun, 20% damage and 20% ammo. So, okay, my shotgun usage would be amazing now. And then the Venom Darts debuffs with poison, or acid damage rather, which makes enemies take more damage as well, which is kind of cool. So I got a bunch of cool stuff. Venom Darts, got a Seeking Missile, we got lots of loot. Like, legendary contracts are no joke. What do we get here? Assault Rifle, Sniper Rifle, Colossus component, trying to convince me to go play something different. It's very savvy. Assault Rifle, Sniper Rifle, LMG, nice, and a Barrage Heavy Pistol, which probably isn't as good as the one that I already have on. This is a high rate of fire one. All right, so we might swap off the game back to my head, I guess, so that I can go through the rest of the UIs that I think we're not going to show right now. Thank you. Alrighty, so, okay, so what did we go through? We looked at a Ranger with Spark Beam, Sticky Grenade, heavy pistol, the double shot shotgun, which is super powerful, but like pretty low clip because you use 2 shells per. We did keyboard and mouse controls, so you could see how keyboard and mouse works. I think flight feels really good now on the mouse. It didn't earlier. I think it's feeling pretty good. Controller might take the edge by a tiny bit in that feel, but then I think you get the extra precision of a mouse for aiming, so it's kind of a pretty solid trade-off there. We looked at how those settings worked. Emily was kind enough to come on. Unfortunately, we lost her just at the end, but she explained like who the agents are and kind of the story behind them and how they were created and the different things they kind of focus on, and explain contracts are the things you do for agents to kind of earn their favor. We did a legendary contract, which is kind of a 3-stage mission that is different every time, so you don't really know what you're going to do. Even you saw we did it twice there, and we had a different experience both times, which is really cool. We played on hard difficulty, so we were pretty geared, and we still had a tough time. Like, I would say we're geared to the tail end of what a legendary contract on hard should be, and we still went down a bunch. But I guess that's where you make fun of us for being low-skill devs. What else? Did we do anything else, Jesse? Oh, we showed the flight ceiling. That was kind of fun. Yeah, so that's everything we showed. I think we could do, if you have questions, Jesse, a couple more questions. Otherwise, maybe we should wrap this one up.
Yeah, there are just a couple. One question I saw for keyboard and mouse controls, can you invert your y-axis?
On keyboard and mouse?
That's what they asked.
No. I don't think so. Hold on. You can't see this. I'll go look. No, but is that a thing? Does anyone in the history of all time do that? No, it's not a thing. You can invert for controller. Absolutely. Well, you know what? What happens if I invert this? Let's see. Does this work? No. Yeah, it's just for controller. So no, you cannot. But is that a thing? I guess if that's a big enough thing, we could look to add it later.
Last thing, Ben, what would your best advice be for people who are going to be going into the VIP demo next week?
Oh, strap in and get ready. No, I think the whole point of this is we want people to be able to play like a full cross-section of the game. And so, if you've pre-ordered, I would go in there, I would find some forums, I would make some friends, start getting ready for the people you want to group up and play with when the game launches. I would try a couple of Javelins out, play around with the weapons and abilities, see what your favorite is, so that on day one, you can kind of like optimize and get ready to play. But most of all, just have fun. And then, if you want to invite some friends, there'll be a way to give out some codes to invite a couple friends in. So if you like the game, but, your friends haven't picked it up yet, like invite them in and they can play. Otherwise, come and have fun. We've got some really cool things. That demo is really, really fun. I know Mike has worked really hard with the team on getting that ready, and they've done an amazing job. We played it the other day, and it was super fun. It's a great kind of section of the game to play. Just have fun. All right, so we might wrap it up there. If there are more questions, please feel free to follow us on Twitter. I'm at Ben Ervo. Emily is at Pentapod, because she can't say that herself. Feel free to follow us or ask some questions. We check Reddit as well, so feel free to stop by Reddit and post any questions you have. And between all of us out there trying to talk, we'll do our best to get back to you. Otherwise, thanks again to all the amazing developers who are out there working hard while we're on here doing a fun stream, showing off this incredible work. And finally, thanks again to all of our fans and the amazing community that's been so positive and awesome to work with for tuning in again. And outside of that, we'll leave you with a trailer, and then we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to another Anthem live stream.
Oh, is that what we're doing here?
Yeah.
Streaming live, boys.
I think we should just start by thanking Ben Irving for flying all the way to Edmonton for this stream.
Thanks, Ben. So I would actually like to thank Jesse for making the stream tight in Edmonton because
Jesse and Lisa.
Because last time we did this thing, it must have been like bad juju that you were sending through the intercontinental.
I don't know. All the streams I've been on have been amazing.
Yes, because you only look at the forge. That's why. That is why.
The secret of the koalas.
Mike takes risks. Mike takes risks.
Hey,
Okay.
so I keep forgetting to give the disclaimers. Does someone want to give disclaimers to start with?
What's the disclaimers?
Oh, like how this is a work in progress and all still an alpha build.
Alpha build, there are bugs, a bunch of things go wrong, but we want to be transparent and share the game with everyone. And so we're going to show it to you anyway, even though there are a few problems.
That really looked odd. I reached over.
Trying to make sure we don't AFK timer ourselves out of the amazing Stronghold. Great segue, Mike. What's a Stronghold?
Yeah, what is this?
Strongholds are normally 4-player adventures. Today we're playing one of the Strongholds called Temple of the Scar. We're not going to get all the way through it because it's pretty difficult. We'll probably call it, I don't know, halfway or 3/4 way through.
Depending on how many times you have to res me.
But I just popped my ultimate. So what we're going to do is do it with 3 players instead of 4. Through secret Bioware hacks, we're allowing 3 players in just for this one because we couldn't find a 4th.
That's how wide the camera is.
Yeah.
Can't fit 4 of us.
Okay.
Glad to know I just
not true.
I just popped my ultimate. The other thing is we're playing as the Interceptor, as you guys see from the main camera. We were all decked out in our amazing Legion of Dawn outfits. Pre-order now, pre-order now, pre-order now.
This is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I think they're looking at our big head still, but right in a second, Jesse's going to swap to the gameplay for us right about
through
now.
Through the magic of
Twitch.
Okay, yeah, so now,
Whoa.
so you mean no one actually saw me when I popped the ultimate
No,
prematurely?
no.
Oh, I just had to call it out.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a stronghold named Temple of the Scar. It is obviously a stronghold of Scar, and it is potentially a temple. Look, see, there's paintings.
Yeah, this is an awesome dungeon that or stronghold that you're going to be able to play. Fun challenges ahead.
I think we should talk quickly about our loadouts and what we're playing, and then we should probably get started. Do you guys want?
I'll go first. So I'm in the Storm because it is my favorite. And I'm all loaded out to be a primer. I've got ice attacks on both of my gear slots, so I will be trying to set you guys up for some awesome combos.
I am the Javelin. My primary Javelin. I'm the Interceptor. My primary attack is glow sticks. Through well-placed glow sticks, I can coordinate the team. Actually, what I have is, I don't know what they're called. They're these amazing Ninja Star glaive things. Ben, what's the name for them?
Yep, that's good enough.
Blades.
Yeah, good enough. Good enough. I got a poison grenade.
Yep.
And then I also have a move which will target any certain enemy and will allow higher damage on that. I'll show you guys later.
And so I'm playing the Colossus. My job is to do some protection today, so I'm playing a little close quarter. I've got a shock coil that you will see that lets me get up close and personal and electrocute people. And then I have a heavy munitions fire on my right arm, which can knock things out of the sky. So probably like our gameplay, team play strategy is John's going to set up status effects for us. Mike's going to try to get combos with his melee, and I'm going to do protection. I also have the taunt that will increase damage enemies take and make them all shoot at me.
We like
So that's our strategy.
Cool.
We'll see if it works.
Cool.
I've actually never been in here either.
Good. Just don't worry. Just wait. Follow the glow sticks. Don't worry. So we have to go.
Now, we made one. What was the one rule we agreed on going into here?
No heroes. So
It was follow the big guy with the shield. That was the one deal.
even though Mike is a hero, no actual heroes this
I'm
time.
taunting you.
All right, let's set these guys up.
Stay behind Ben.
I need to move up to the left for this turret, okay? So I'm up on the rail.
Okay, I'm right behind
I'm
you.
shielding it. Can we get ice on the turret, do you think?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay, I'm gonna Ninja Star that.
Shock coil up, we get ice,
Frozen, someone should
comboing.
combo
Targeting
that
it.
thing.
Targeting it with my targeter.
The targeter.
We got
That
creatures
means-
down below. Can you guys finish that turret? I gotta
Yes,
tank the other
totally
guys to
can.
the
I'm gonna
right.
melee the shit out of it.
Okay, going down.
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh God,
I'm in a
we've
little
got a
bit of
bunch of
trouble
people showing up
here.
down here at the bottom.
Coming back. Oh, I also forgot to mention, my Javelin build is extremely adept at melee.
Ooh, we got a sniper down here. How about we take care of that guy?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
taunt everything again. If you guys can just wail on it.
All right, we got guys behind. I have to clean this
I'm
up.
gonna throw up some wind wall here to keep
Yep.
us a little safer.
I'm gonna try to get to this health, or I'm gonna go down.
Oh, me too. Something. Oh, someone's behind us. I just went down. Guys.
It's okay. I got him.
Okay, I'm gonna just clean this up
Rezzing
real
you,
quick.
rezzing you. Get that damn sniper.
Yep, I got him with a
Thank you.
casual ultimate.
Yes.
No big
Oh,
deal.
I forgot to mention, this stronghold is on normal difficulty.
Yeah.
And we are level 20?
20,
Yeah,
yeah.
level 20.
Yep.
Okay.
How
So
about
basically-
we freeze this other turret. Oh shit.
Okay, we get this scout in the back.
Got him.
Okay, I'm gonna push forward to top left
Okay, I'm
and
with
get the second turret.
So in the actual launch game,
Actually, let's go to the right side. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
okay.
no, no,
Okay, the
go
one
ahead.
that's frozen now, I'm going over.
okay, flying over there quick. In the launch game, this would be about 3/4 through the crit path in terms of our level. 'cause we're
Okay, I'm
trying to
tanking
go
it.
for-
Please shoot us.
Yeah, I'm meleeing it.
Well, I think I'm speaking in old English terms. I don't know. Okay, nice.
Shoot it?
Okay, shoot us.
Shoot it.
By turret.
Someone shoot it.
Okay, I'm going over.
Oh,
John's gonna
I got it
freeze it like
frozen.
a boss. I'm gonna shoot it behind. Massive. Okay, good.
See
Oh,
that?
nice. Look at you.
Yeah, it's almost
John
like...
Warner.
Woo! Woo.
Wow.
All right.
So this, Ben, you said that
okay.
you put some extra gear on me, so when I do the chain dash, it has a cool bonus.
Yeah,
What
so
was
I
that?
gave you a component that when you triple dash, you will reload your primary weapon.
Perfect.
I think I gave it to you.
Oh, the alarms just got triggered.
All right,
What is
scars have
this?
triggered the alarm.
Okay, I'm going to be down in the middle, I guess. Do you
Alright.
think you guys can get the alarms?
Yep,
if
I got it.
Let's scatter around.
Try to
and-
make everyone dislike
I'll
me
move
immensely.
around like a ninja.
Oh, I've got
the
snipers up
alarms.
here,
Yeah.
making my
I'm
life
using my
really
grenade
difficult.
launch down bottom.
Oh, I'm gonna use my ulti.
I should have at least destroyers taken care of, I think. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, you guys just deal with the damage. I'll
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Scarfire.
Do you guys need help back there, or are you good?
this is no, I'm good.
I think we're all right.
Okay, I'm
got
coming
this.
down with you, John. Yeah,
All
nice.
right. Let's see if I can't freeze that guy for you.
Yeah, and I will just do this.
Just that?
My autocannon to his face, for those who can't see what is
Cannon
happening
to the
here.
face. I think they call that the win button.
Okay.
Mike, how you
Where-
doing?
I'm okay. Whoa, shit! No, I'm not. I got hit by a sniper because I turned my back.
Okay, I'm gonna come up and get one of these for you.
It's like
I'm just-
It's almost like cheating.
Okay, I got the last one.
You got it? All right,
Yep,
perfect.
now.
Oh, we got
go-
another Scarflyer down here.
Okay, I'm coming to you.
This is almost like Scarton or Scarborough.
Scarborough, I think they call it.
Scarborough, Scarsville.
You know,
Yeah, this hunter's.
poor Scars.
I'll
They're
help.
getting
Don't worry, guys.
deleted.
I got. Oh no,
Oh,
too late. Too late.
the interceptor tank. Where are we off to now?
Ooh, I got a uncommon item. We got to kill the rest of the scars. It sounds
right.
like there's a scout up the top.
Oh,
You see?
yeah. He's trying his best to shoot.
I'm gonna try and knock him down. Oh, there's
There we
two
go.
of them up there. Okay, I'm gonna shot
I got it.
coil.
Don't worry. Don't
You
worry.
got it. Nice.
Dope.
Alright, so one of the interesting things.
Oh,
with the
here we go, guys.
intercept- Okay.
Shit, we got a biggie.
Oh,
I'm gonna pop
Okay.
my ult.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Go for
taunt
it.
them all so you can get rid of them.
First of all,
Thank you.
But most importantly, I need to toss
Kill
a
these
flare out.
dudes. Less flaring, more killing.
I'm gonna go around
I
it.
got grenade launcher out as well. Getting the right guy.
Oh, still have a
There you
sniper
go.
active.
That'll
Nice.
teach you to mess with Ninja Mike.
Nicely done,
Ninja
Mike.
Mike. Gosh.
Alright.
That's
Alright.
gonna be a thing now.
Oh, there's a treasure.
Okay, nice.
Okay, you stick together. Make sure you got max help.
Treasure.
So one of the things you guys need to
Hello,
be judging
treasure.
Mike on is if John freezes something and Mike kills it with his melee ability, he will get an aura of freezing. So the
Nice.
more times he gets kills off combos with melee, the more he can spread those status effects around. He
place
will
is
get.
super cool.
Anybody get anything interesting?
I got a bunch of rare stuff.
I got some rares too.
Uh.
All right, let's keep
fine.
going.
So we have to group up at some point, don't we, to make sure we.
Yes.
Isn't there like a door or something?
Yeah, just go through
Together.
the pedway, the plus 15.
Plus 15 pedway.
All right.
Okay, there's a bunch
Kate,
here.
do your thing, tank.
Yeah, I'm going.
Here, I fully support you.
Got my shield up. Bashing everything. Got a little taunt out here. Nice swim wall.
Oh, snipers, 2 of them.
I got him.
Okay, what's up here? Gather fuel cells. Okay.
Right, so this mechanism, obviously, we have to...
Oh, I stole that one from you.
Did you?
Yep. It's fine.
no,
Okay,
you
let me
didn't.
help John with the hunter.
So this mechanism, I've got to... so
thank
the
you.
way to the top... Hold on. Trying to explain to our people what the mechanism is. You pick it up and then you put it in the thing. There.
Oh, I'm getting behind my wind wall.
Yep, there's another scout up here. We got him. Nice. Oh, heavy on me. I got my shield up.
Oh,
It's about
I got him.
half
I'll
down.
see if I can.
Can you freeze him and then
up.
I'll get behind
There
him?
he goes.
Nice. Hard to get behind him. I think there's
Let's see
another
if I
dude
can't
here.
refreeze him.
It's fine.
We got to find the
Shock
way up.
coil.
That's the way up. Anyone?
killing this
Anyone?
guy.
Guys got a way up? All right.
Now he's
come
for
down
it.
here
I'm on
and
his
melee
counter.
this
I'm on his
guy?
Okay, fine. All right. Ninja Mike to the rest.
Ninja Mike.
We made builds all around supporting Mike, and he wants to go off by himself. Okay,
Oh, Ninja Mike
okay.
becomes a tank.
There we go. Look at that combo.
Nice.
So I actually think I'm carrying the...
Well, we've
one
got
of the
another
things.
hunter up top.
Okay, I can.
I got him with the Ninja stars.
Okay.
Ninja?
Going up
I can't
with
fly
you.
though because I'm carrying the thing.
Okay, yeah, I got him. I'll get him. Auto cannoning here. Nice freeze.
Oh, here we go. Gotta take the plus 15 again. It's up here.
Ooh. Hey, there's a party up
I'm gonna
here.
get a canister as well.
Oh, right. This was...
Do they all go to the same spot?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Oh, I see the drop off. I see.
Gotta
the down
restore
arrow. Yeah.
power to the generator.
Makes sense.
2.
Okay.
All right, one more.
One more.
Uno.
Oh, it's down below us. Okay.
You guys want... You know what? I'll just go.
Go.
I mean, you'll be the fastest because you can triple dash. Can you triple dash when you're carrying it?
Let's try.
Ninja Mike.
Yes, hells yeah, I can.
Nice. Just no flight.
Actually, so that's something we should be very calling out. So every time you pick up something in the game and return it to another thing, you're not allowed to fly. So usually proper team play would dictate that your friends defend you.
We defended you by killing everything in sight.
Right? A good,
There is that.
good defense
Oh,
is
oops.
a good offense, Mike.
I don't think I got it. I don't think I got it.
Too busy explaining.
Yeah, because I was too busy explaining.
Well, it's Ninja Mike.
So
Here we go. Okay, now I got it for reals.
nice.
All right.
You gotta come up with another way to stretch.
What do
the
you guys
screen.
have for your weapons?
I have a marksman rifle and a rare shotgun.
Nice. What did we give you, Mike? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think you've got the double shotgun. It shoots 2
Oh,
rounds.
You've
Is that
got the
right?
double
Yeah.
shotgun.
Hey, so for
And
some
then I gave
reason,
you a
that thing is the
pistol, I
one
think,
button.
for your other one.
so jokes aside, for some reason I'm not picking up the thing, guys.
Oh. Maybe
Sounds
one of
like
us
a-
can get it.
Sounds like a bug.
Okay, yeah.
You're not. Maybe you can't dash or fly or whatever you're trying.
You got it?
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
I see it on your hip, right? That's it, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Come on, almost there. Almost there. Maybe I couldn't dash. Maybe that was the bug. Anyway,
There it is.
doing it live.
We're doing it live.
Got it, did.
Okay, so be careful. Wait for me. Wait for
Yeah,
me.
Right, right.
Tank, keep on tank.
Hi.
Okay,
Send up
okay.
here.
Ready? I'm just using run. I won't fly, so we.
All right.
Okay. So, yeah, I feel like a shotgun is probably better for me right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Up
Yeah.
close
The
and personal,
pistol was
right?
there for if you needed range attacks.
Yeah. But
we all through?
we got John for
Yeah,
range.
here we are.
Okay, so explore the scar nest feels like a shocking trap. But okay, I guess I'll go first.
You go underground
first.
to a place that's built out with sheet
There's a bunch
metal.
of scars here. I'm gonna charge in and taunt. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll throw up a wind wall to see if I can't help us out.
Okay, taunts out. Gonna go grenade launcher.
Nice, nice. Hey,
Okay,
how's it
shield back
going?
up. Get that explosive
Nice.
combo off.
Is he dead?
Nah, he's still up. He's gone now.
I'm a legendary slayer, apparently.
Oh, way to go, dude.
That's the medal I just got. Hey, the medal says it.
Okay.
All right, we good? Where are we at?
Let's
We
go.
have to go up
Continue to explore.
to the right.
Let's stay together.
Well,
Stay together.
right.
Wait.
East,
Hi,
I should say.
hi guys.
Oh, there's an elite heavy down here.
Where are you? Are you downstairs?
I'm back down. Yeah. I'm under you.
Can you kill the elite heavy, or do you need my support?
Do you need my assistance?
There you go.
I require your
This is where I am,
assistance.
right there.
Oh.
Where that flare is.
I want it.
All right,
You know the
fine.
flare does no damage, right?
I'm signaling instructions to you. Oh, okay, thanks.
So I just got
Thanks,
a,
Magic
I just
Mike.
got a detonator trial complete. So in the game we have a number of trials, obviously, based on
wait.
gameplay. What are you doing?
I was coming up to you.
And you get them by being awesome.
Hey, where's Ben?
He's down there. He's trying his hardest to get up. You know, there's a ramp. Here,
We ran up.
just follow. It's right here.
I did fly up.
Oh,
into
you
the
made
wall.
it. You made it.
Okay. I hit one wall, guys. Let's relax. Everyone relax. Everyone relax.
All right.
I hit more than one wall.
Oh, hold on. Let's all party up here and strategize a bit. All right, ready?
Okay. So
Here we go.
here's what we're gonna do.
Let's go.
Let's go in and kill some guys. All right, good strategy, good plan.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I'm going up this ramp.
Can you imagine doing this on hard difficulty or grandmaster?
No, not.
It's almost like,
not with this loadout.
oh, what are we doing here?
yeah,
Okay, so
Can we get this one straight in front?
We've got gateways opening.
we have to blow the doors.
Yeah, gateways behind us.
I got one.
Get to the chopper.
I got to blow the doors.
Okay, I'm taunting everything down here. Are you
One
guys
thing.
close or
Oh,
no?
okay. So
Feels like the answer is
we're
no.
Yeah, the
yes,
answer
yes,
is
people. I
no.
realize I just flew into a wall.
I'm gonna go down here.
So one of the
squad,
rooms,
squad.
guys, be aware, is full of mines, like really full of mines.
Oh, I'm
So
on fire.
so I feel like we need me to handle that one.
The stream needs us.
You know what I would like is a little
More
support.
like,
Yeah, I gotta compensate because of the busted stream last time.
I love how like, hey, let's follow the big shield guy.
Yeah.
And I look around, you're on the other side of the room, and I'm at 1 HP.
Oh, guys, I need help.
no,
Look,
okay.
this guy right here, I need help.
I'm coming. Oh, wait
You
a
know
minute.
what? Forget
This
it.
is Ben.
I'm picking an explosive.
Okay, time for my ultimate.
Nice. We're actually.
He's a legendary Scar Enforcer. I feel like. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
All right. Anyone else want to cause
Yeah,
trouble?
isn't there another?
Okay, wait.
Oh, yeah, there's another heavy.
Here's the mine room. So what I'm going to try and do,
Okay, I'll come with you. Yeah, I'll just get all the mines.
because the problem with the mine room
Check
is
this out.
that. All right, good.
Oh yeah, using your shield.
For those at home who are seeing, whose retinas are being burned,
So I ran out of shield.
did ya? Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Okay, I think I got new shield again.
All we have to do is get the one
Okay,
gas
you're gonna
tank
get
from
this
the.
thing, right?
You know what the best place to store explosive fuel is?
On your hip?
In a room full of mines.
Well, yeah, like you do.
Don't you even worry.
Okay, I got those mines.
I'm just.
Oh,
I'm
oh.
just soloing a Scar Enforcer.
Party out here, guys. Ben, you coming back?
Yep.
Okay, good.
On my way.
I'm gonna do the target thing on the enforcer.
Yeah,
so
that'd be
that
nice.
He takes a little bit more damage.
Okay, I'll taunt.
All right, I'll see if I can't freeze him up again.
Got my
There he
shotgun
goes.
going. Combos for days.
Combos for days. He's frozen.
Melee,
Nice.
Get
melee
the
master.
sniper.
Oh, sniper.
I'll go up and collect him for a
Nice.
second. please.
Two more cans of propane for us to blow that door.
I'll see if I can't freeze him down there, Ben.
Yep, thank you. I am using the autocannon.
Microdermabrasion, I think they call that.
The autocannon
Yes.
for those
that it?
for those skin rejuvenation
Yeah, yeah.
enthusiasts out there.
Noted amateur dermatologist John Warner. And dog psychologist.
Okay, I think, did you get that or did I get it? I think I got it. Let me see.
I'm just jumping around, guys.
Hold to place.
Good.
5 of 5.
All right.
Good stuff.
Now we have
Oh,
to.
more spawns, it looks like. Okay, I'm going to go where you're
think we
shooting, John.
upset them.
Okay.
So what people can probably hear that we can't.
Did you see that? That was amazing.
So you have one of the characters in Tarsus, and you have one of your ciphers.
Why are you showing the people at home that wall?
Yeah,
We're doing massive work over here,
guys,
man.
I'm trying to promote the
Massive
game. Come
work
on.
over here.
Ben and I are over here doing heroic shit.
So, but I wanted to be by myself so I could talk for a bit. So you have one of the characters in Tarsus named Sev, and your cipher who's kind of walking you through the strongholds for the first time. Every time you repeat a stronghold, or on the subsequent repeats, the dialogue is less because we understand you've already played it. You kind of get the story already.
Kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's stop below us.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right, there's a bunch of scars. We got to just clean up these scars. Just
clean
ground
up?
level,
Okay.
taunting everyone. The old grenade launcher out there.
Oh,
Is that grouped up?
I shouldn't have done that.
What'd you do?
No, I just flew right into the heart of darkness. But we're good.
Yeah. They're all frozen.
Just go over there.
I got this
Okay,
sniper
did you
up
get like that last guy?
Oh, one more.
Yeah.
Sure you can make that jump?
Did you see that? Perfect landing. Some might
awesome.
say 10 out of 10 combo.
Loot.
Okay. Oh, and I got the combo master thing right as we were talking about that.
Nice.
If only you guys could see my screen.
Yeah.
A real champion.
Uh-oh. I got another gate.
Oh yeah. Are we at the same gate or different gates?
There's a big scar heavy
Okay,
behind us.
coming down. I'll taunt this for you guys. Get my shield up.
Don't worry about it, guys.
I'm gonna drop the ulti
Oh,
on
my
this
shield's
guy.
broken. Unfortunate.
Here it comes.
Okay, yeah. Nice, dude.
Thank you.
Okay, there's more back there though.
Elite Scar Hunter. Get down.
Okay, I'm shooting a
Get
grenade
down.
launcher at him.
There you go. Now you die.
I'll come over to you, Mike, because you got some guys on your back.
On your back.
It is not
holy
looking good for
cow.
you.
He is not happy. I think we've done something to upset this.
Okay, me on the other side of this wall.
Oh, wow. Okay. Pop my ult.
Excellent timing.
Go. I'll taunt so you get extra damage.
I'll just kind of yeah. All right, guys.
Nice.
All right, guys.
This is like the Mike Gamble show. What
Well, people want to see the interceptor.
There's a lot of
so you
stuff
gotta,
happening.
You got to bring it.
There's a lot of really good stuff happening in the background.
Yeah, you know.
for every good
I
interceptor.
like to thank the Academy.
There's a team of people supporting it. Okay, there's some underneath. Oh yeah, John's on it.
Actually, speaking of which, so shout out to the dev team who are probably watching and cringing at us right now.
Like you guys are making our stuff look horrible.
They're working their butts off,
LTP.
finishing the game.
Yep.
We get the fun to actually show it off. So
We do.
It's not
We
lost
do.
on
This
us,
this is amazing work, and the team is really driving strong towards the finish line.
except for Ben.
I thought you were talking about me. Is that
Oh,
not
right,
what-
right.
Is that not what was happening?
Just kidding.
Whoa, hold on.
We got to go to the sewer. Hold on, just wait.
Hold on for me, would you?
Yeah. You see us, right?
There you go. Yeah, I see it. Sorry. I was busy flying into a wall.
All right.
Okay. Do we
What could,
drop?
what could possibly go wrong?
I mean, it is a sewer path. All right.
Okay.
Someone should have thrown a flare down here. Oh, shit. Oh, turret.
are they
Wait,
turret?
did you say flare?
Yeah. Could you just light that path for me? Oh wow, it's so helpful.
Good. Okay, good.
I'm
Guys,
gonna go for the turret straight ahead. Yeah.
holy.
Straight ahead?
Like on the ground.
On the ground.
Okay, I
on
got
the
a
ground.
wind
Yeah,
wall
on the
up down there.
Okay.
Nice
up down there,
freeze.
right.
Oh, there's
I got them both
scouts up
frozen
top.
right now.
Is he
This is
dead?
gonna be
The turret's
painful.
dead? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
First one.
Okay, I'm gonna go top right turret.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to
you
the
guys
back.
are already deleting it.
I'll see if I can.
I might try to
freeze
blow
that
it
out.
up.
Oh,
Yeah. Shield. I'll go to the back
Oh, they're-
turret now.
These are rocket turrets.
Yeah,
Look
so-
out.
Yeah, so you can dodge them.
Yeah, where when
You
it
guys
says
can.
evade.
Yeah. Oh, I should press the. Should
Oh,
press the
guys,
evade
got
guys,
last one.
guys,
Are you okay down there?
guys.
Ninja
I,
Mike
oh,
is
guys.
dying.
I need help.
Oh, where are you at?
Apparently, I'm at the bottom.
Who had
in
the better
in the
first to go down? I can't remember
sewer.
now.
Oh, I think
In the sewer?
was it Mike?
Evade.
Help!
Oh.
Coming.
Yeah, dude, I can't get up there. I'm super low health.
Where are you at? Uh-oh.
I'm
oh,
all the way
I
down.
just went down too.
I'm by where Ben is. Ben.
It's all you, Ben.
Oh my gosh.
Shield up, shield up.
Yeah, there you go, Ben. You got this. You
Oh,
got
we
this.
changed it.
You got this. No,
You can't revive while you're using your ultimate anymore.
no, of course not. That would be, as the kids say, OP.
Broken.
I'm taking a big risk here for you,
Tez
Mike.
broken. Oh,
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
Ben. You
somebody
are my.
come back
Okay,
here and
okay.
get me.
You can be my hero, babe. All right, I'll get.
Yeah, I'll come with you and shield for you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, sniper's up top, by the way.
Shield, do your thing. Do your thing. Yes. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
okay, is that sniper that was the
Yeah,
problem?
it's a
the scout
sniper up there.
It's a.
my shield's down. I'm super low health. So
Okay, I'm gonna go after the sniper up here.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a rocket turret to our top.
Yeah, I see. I can take the turret, maybe.
All right, I'll
I
freeze
have
this
no,
rocket
down.
turret.
No health. You guys need to get me.
Okay, where are you at?
Okay, I gotta go into
back
the.
where we were.
Yeah, back where we were. I'm hiding behind.
I see.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah,
You,
so
you
the
should be able to
problem.
win
The
wall.
problem is the rocket turret.
Yeah.
So let's eliminate that.
As soon as I'm up, I'll dive straight on it.
Who's? Oh, it was
Going
acid.
down.
Okay, nice.
It's acid down there.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going up for the
it's
turret.
acid.
I'm going up for the turret. Oh, that's why I was dying down
Yes,
there?
I'm
Yeah.
dead on top of the box. Just kill the
Okay,
turret
yeah,
and then come
wait,
get me.
okay.
All right, let me see
So,
what I can do.
I think that was the downside of us not wearing headphones. Is
Yes.
we didn't realize we were still
Right, we don't know what's
acid
going
the
on in
whole
the game
time.
right now.
All right, the rocket
Oh,
turret's
no.
down. Rocket
I'm in
turret's
the
down.
acid and I'm overheated.
Okay, I'm on the
Okay.
box.
Where are you at, Mike?
I'm on the shipping crate.
Oh, I see you
Oh, yeah,
down
I
there.
see.
Okay,
Oh, dude, this acid
I got you.
lasts forever?
No, it doesn't last forever.
Oh, you're being targeted by a sniper.
Yep.
Okay.
We all good? We all alive?
I wouldn't describe it as good, but I'm certainly alive. Are you guys up as well?
Yeah, just take those down.
Wow,
Scar.
okay. That was really cool, though. I'm glad
I'm glad we had a good
that
tank.
I know that now.
That was nasty.
I'm glad we had a good tank. Ben saved the day.
Whose idea was to
Just.
put acid down there?
Yes.
A genius, I would say.
Right. His name is Ben Scott, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I triggered the next
guy.
event. You guys close?
Oh,
No,
we're
yeah,
flying,
I'm right
we're
behind you,
flying.
right behind
All
you.
right, we're there.
I have like 0 health still.
Still?
So this whole destroy all the turrets, no problem.
Okay, I got wind wall up.
Okay, nice.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
but-
close and then
Something
shield.
just took me down.
Okay, I'm just gonna repair you straight
Okay.
away.
Do my.
Oh,
my-
snipers, because we got snipers up there.
I think turret's still first though, right? Like,
Yeah, I think.
Oh God.
got shot coiling, got combo on the turret.
You got the
Oh,
turret?
nice.
You got the
Yeah,
turret?
it was a
Okay, I'll
huge
take the
explosion.
ads on.
So my combo's pulse and AoE,
we get-
which is like super helpful.
We've got snipers
I'm gonna go up
behind
to that
us.
sniper.
It's okay.
Straight in front.
I think the snipers are all good now. There's lots of health over here, Ben.
Okay.
Hey, that's instanced, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, crap.
But there is a bunch still.
As you would call them, goblets.
Goblets.
There's
There's
goblets.
some goblets over here.
It's not my fault. I like to double the fire.
Fair, fair.
Okay,
right.
that's nice. How is this another sniper up there?
Oh, I've got another turret down. Oh, God, I'm going to
I'm right behind you, Ben. There.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Okay,
I'm gonna
then
die
Where
to
is that
death.
turret? Is it up?
come back.
What is up there? Is that another scout? I'm going all the way to the roof.
Yeah, okay, me too. I'm following you.
Kind of controversial.
Raise.
Kind of. Raise the roof. Is that what?
Don't do that. Don't raise the roof. Whatever you do.
Oh, there's a turret up here. No wonder. Okay, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see it? Okay.
Yeah, I see him.
I'm just tanking it with shield.
Okay,
and-
good. I'm gonna fly behind it. and
My
freeze it.
shield's half down.
I'll
Shield's
freeze it
fully
up.
down there. Oh, nice. Nice freeze.
Nice, John.
That's why you brought me.
Saved the
Alright,
day. Okay,
okay.
turret on the mid level.
Yep.
Um,
Take the scout out first.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Microdermabrasion.
Oh, going after the turret. Just gonna tank that turret by myself. Boom! Overheated. Just call me the kamikaze.
I'm here with you.
Ooh.
All right, nice.
Explosions.
Nice work.
Okay.
That was tasty.
How are we looking for time?
Well
Anyone?
We're
flying
alone
up
in the
top.
room. What's happening?
Should we try to answer some questions?
Yeah, shall we answer some questions? This seems
Do-
like a nice time to pause.
Do we want to kill? Yes, we should wrap up the thing pretty soon, as per the note on our monitor.
yeah.
But do you want to take the rest of these guys out because they are
Yeah.
pretty annoying?
Yeah, they look juicy.
All right.
Oh, are you coming with me or are you still out there? Okay, you're still out there. I found a whole lot of
How you like
people up
them
top.
apples?
Come up top, come up top, come up top.
I'm with you.
Up top, up top.
Up? How far up top?
All the way.
Oh, all the way
Oh.
up top.
Yeah.
Woo!
And then, hey, check this out, check this out.
All right. What did you do?
Very good. Very good.
Ooh, I can't see.
But guys, there you go.
I might actually be shooting.
I kind of wish that I had my my ultimate.
Oh, I've got my ultimate.
So just fire. It's just fury.
Here we go.
There we go.
Combo
How about a little bit
town.
of that?
I'll throw in my ninja stars. All right.
That was worth it.
Yeah, that was all right.
satisfying.
We did it.
Very satisfying.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, lots more of that fun to do.
Cool.
There's an amazing boss at the end of this, and you're gonna want to play it for yourself. Pre-order.
Yeah. We don't want to show too much. There you go. Ninja
Just
Mike.
kidding.
Ninja Mike.
Okay.
All right. So questions. Hey,
Yeah. What do we have?
what are some of your favorite combos to do?
Ew, well, so one of my faves is, when you have the legendary freeze going on and you pull off the combo, how it spreads out.
Yep.
You can actually chain that to a lot of different enemies. You can kill whole mobs if you're skillful.
Yeah, and it's important, I think, again, to just explain a little about the combo system that each Javelin has a specific way it combos.
Yep.
So with John's Storm, if he triggers a combo, it spreads the effect. So if one person's frozen and you combo, the people around it will freeze.
Yeah.
For the Colossus, if it's frozen and I combo, it will do an AoE explosion around. So I'm all about that AoE damage. For Mike, he inherits the freeze as an aura and then can run around and freeze other things on his interceptor.
Right.
And then for the ranger, it does like a huge crit damage spike. So it's best for that single target damage.
Nice.
So I think as people play the game more, the depth will be around like not just spamming every combo, but actually thinking about who's in the best place to do a combo.
Right. Yeah, that's really awesome.
Hey,
Are we showing this screen?
Yeah.
Or are they looking at our big heads?
I think we're showing the screen, aren't we? No, we're not.
No. Oh, it's our big heads.
Guys, the best screen ever. It's just the end of the expedition. We're all getting our rewards and our challenges and.
Yep, checking out our loot.
Yeah. Okay.
And
fine.
we're back.
Now you're.
Oh,
seeing it.
now we're back.
All right, good.
We've seen a little
Did
bit
we
of
get
this.
any big loot?
Yeah, did you get any big loot? We're
I don't-
not looking at. They can't see
I don't
our
think I
screens,
did.
but,
Got a bunch of medals. Obviously, the LODs on those two icons are bad.
Work in progress.
yeah. Oh, did we give the disclaimer? I think we did.
Yeah. Remember at the
what?
first.
Game is not done until done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah. Although it looks amazing, so.
So, there it is.
Alliance tier. I wonder.
Ah,
what that
it's
is.
the alliance
See if you
system.
get any unlocks. Okay, you didn't. That's a
No.
Well, play harder, Mike.
Yeah, play harder.
Play harder.
Oh, look at my reveal. You guys don't get to see.
Ben got an awesome one.
Never mind.
Next time. Anyway,
That's
back
okay.
Back to questions.
back to questions. Let's go back to questions. Is it possible to complete a stronghold with 4 of the same javelin?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not. It's some. It's
When you
gonna
go
be
in
hard
with 4
sometimes.
interceptors against the Temple of Scar, you're going to want to upload that video because that is some bragging rights right there. But sure, we
Or
let you
4
do
strong.
whatever you want.
And it's
4
actually
strong,
intended
4
that
strong.
way. You know, if you pick different support things, like you could do 4 rangers and someone takes bulwark shield, and that will protect you, and then someone else is taking the thing that increases bullet damage. You can build someone to bring frost grenades, someone to be damaged. Like as long as you're, kind of trying to make a well-balanced squad that can do close range, long range, some control combo setup stuff, you can absolutely do it.
Nice.
Real easy.
Can you customize the Legion of Dawn skins? We're TBD on that. We want them to be. We just want to make sure that we set them up right so that even if you customize them, they still look awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that as we really get close to ship. For now, expect that the Legion of Dawn skins look awesome like this, and that you should be able to do a little
You
bit of
can do the color stuff. Yeah.
the color stuff. Yes.
Yep.
Any more than that, we're kind of
Yeah.
holding out on.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm rooting for it. Are there any loot drops that only come out of strongholds?
No. So the way the loot system works is it's loot tables, and then the harder the content you do, the higher chance you have of getting better loot.
The better
so
loot table.
if
Yep.
you do like a stronghold on a really hard difficulty, you'll be getting really rare, epic, even masterwork and legendary gear.
Yep.
As opposed to if you were doing free play on easy, you're more likely to get the kind of lower rarity gear.
Yep. You want that masterwork, as you showed in the last stream, because
Yep.
it has a masterwork property on
That's
it.
right.
Which
Absolutely.
is awesome.
No.
Okay, so what's next?
Will there be VoIP in game?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course.
Both on all the time and push to talk.
Yeah. You gotta have the talks on the PC and, of course, for the platforms for the consoles.
Consoles.
Will there be dedicated servers? Also, I'm in North America. Will I be able to play with my friends in the EU? Yes and yes. One of the cool things about having every session hosted on a dedicated server is that we're able to sync up the day and night cycles, the weather, world events. So, it really feels like we're all living in the same world. Even, you're in North America and you're playing, your friends in the EU, but you're both going to experience the same
Yeah.
things in the game.
Yep. I realized I skipped 4 questions to read mine, so we should go up a little bit.
Well, counting is never been my strong
It's never been my.
Yeah, thanks.
yeah,
Now he's deleting it. Thanks. Yeah.
So will players want to run Strongholds more than once? Will there be something that keeps them coming back? I think that was kind of answered with the loot question.
Yeah,
Like
loot and difficulty. It's the best way to chase masterwork and legendary gear and weapons is by running Strongholds, cranking up the difficulty until you're running it at Grandmaster 3.
Yeah. Yes, for those of you who haven't followed the game very closely, we have 6 difficulties in total. 3 of them are open during the crit path, easy, normal, and hard. And then we have 3 more difficulties, which are top tier, unlocked at what, level 30?
Level 30.
Called Grandmaster 1, 2, and 3. And that is also scalable on our side, so we can continue to do things
we'll
like
add
that
more
later
over
on.
time. Yeah.
Indeed. Cool. Can you explain the medal system?
Yeah, so feats on any mission or stronghold or whatever are a series of things you can achieve to earn bonus XP at the end of the expedition.
Right.
So you might have one that's like, hey, trigger 5 combos in this stronghold, and then you would get extra experience at the end,
Right.
or get 10 kills with weapons or whatever the different.
And they're
feats are.
coded bronze, silver, and gold.
Yep.
Just like you'd expect from a medal.
Yep. And some of the challenges that we have in the game are also tied to certain crafting things. We'll talk more about that stuff later.
Have we mentioned that the cool thing about playing as a group, playing together, is that we all get to share in that big XP pool?
You should explain that. I think that needs a little bit of explanation.
Yeah, so we love it when people are playing together. The game really plays well when you're in a squad, and when you're playing as a squad, you actually all share medals, and therefore you share XP.
Yep.
So playing together is going to be a huge advantage for you.
Yep.
Is there matchmaking for Strongholds, or do we need to form up as a group? So there is matchmaking in Strongholds. It works
there is.
much like the matchmaking for the rest of the game. You can matchmake into an existing group. You can have your friends as part of the existing squad. You can invite your friends, but yes, you can totally matchmake in if you don't have any friends.
You can make new friends.
You can also make new friends
That's scary.
if you're so inclined.
What is that glow stick ability? You want to take that one? Ninja
The glow stick ability, well, it's a highly overpowered ability that we're probably going to end up nerfing.
Is it related to dance moves at all?
It's basically just an emote. It's an emote.
It's an emote.
It's an emote.
Yep, you get to throw, and you can actually use it to communicate, hey, look over here, or
It's my favorite
Come with
emote.
look down there.
It's my favorite emote. In case that wasn't obvious.
It's true, it is. It's his favorite one. Will there be raids?
Yeah, so we can answer this question kind of. So I think we believe that every game needs aspirational content.
Yep.
So the idea that there's a lot of activities that you do in the game, and it feels meaningful to have this long tail chase towards something, either something that is challenging or something that is rewarding or that gives you better stuff. And so at launch, we have a lot of amazing aspirational stuff to do, right? As you go through the crit path and get towards max level, you start, getting a better idea of what javelin you want to play, what role you want to play.
Yeah.
And then you start kind of chasing this loot and getting really powerful. And then as you enter like the Elder game, you have Strongholds that you just saw today and legendary contracts.
Yep.
And as you're doing these harder difficulties, you're building these loadouts and creating these synergies and play styles and trying to work out how to take on the hardest challenges and then, how to do that by yourself for a build, but then amongst a group of 4 players to keep pushing. And then as we enter the live service, we plan to add more and more stuff. And
Yeah,
so
that'll be cool stuff.
we have some really exciting aspirational stuff for the live service that we're not talking about yet. That'll come, pretty soon after launch. That will be, as players have done all this amazing content we have at launch, there'll be some more stuff that I think everything you do will get you ready for the things that come later. And we'll be talking about that next year.
And it's cool and it's different, and we don't call them raids, but
Right.
yeah,
But
like
it
you
feels
said,
that aspirational content.
And we want to talk about it. It's just we just
do.
can't.
We just can't do it yet.
And best of all, it's tied into the very fabric of the game and the chaotic world, and so we're really excited about it. We're supposed to wrap now. Let's just take 2 more questions because I think there's a couple on there which people have been asking for a bit.
Why is Mike so good looking?
No.
Oh,
The
that's not
Interceptor
one.
Unlimited Melee. That was one I wanted to hit. So,
Yep.
I was just jamming on melee. So when you have your ultimate ability, melee is obviously unlimited until the ultimate ability ends.
Right, it's on a timer.
In normal play, it doesn't seem like it is. Ben, do you have the deets?
Yeah, so, and actually we've changed it a little bit since this build. So we made Interceptor Melee the greatest thing of all time. And it was a little too great.
A little too great,
So,
yeah.
there are some nuances with it. So triggering the combo has a little bit of a cooldown. We've reduced the damage a little bit because it was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But what you can do is on smaller enemies, you can use the Interceptor Melee ability to kind of stun lock them. So you can like create a situation for your friends to take advantage of someone
Right.
locked down, but that won't work against like a Scar Heavy or something more meaningful. So I think, you know, the primary uses will be like, do you need to lock something up for a friend? Are you trying to trigger a combo? And that'll be like weaving those two things and then using your weapons and gear in between is kind of where we want that dance to be. So that's where we're trying to balance it right now.
Cool.
Cool.
And then, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. Our final question. This game is so incredible, and I am so excited for this game. Okay, that was just an ad. I just made that up. Where can I find out more information about the game in general? Obviously, the website stuff is usually posted. If you follow one of us three on Twitter, we are usually answering questions and kind of promoting different answers to different questions, so people can hear more about the game. These live streams have been great for us to be able to communicate with you
share.
guys.
Yep.
So we'll continue to do that. And yeah, I mean, we'll
And,
see everyone
you know,
next year.
as fun as it is for you all to watch us play the game, it's even more fun for you to get your hands on the game, and that opportunity is coming up.
Yep.
We've got 2 demos.
Yep.
Coming up, we have got the VIP demo, which drops January 25th, and you can get into that opportunity by pre-ordering the game or having a
friend.
EA Access subscription, or a friend who's in that, because we're going to give away some codes to share.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
I was just going to say, just before we kind of wrap up, just wanted to say thank you to our amazing production team, both Jesse and Lisa, for putting all the information, all the this construction together, I guess, so that
Yes.
we could
That was
host
awesome.
a stream and share it. And then obviously, as we mentioned earlier, a special thanks to all the devs who are still working tirelessly on finishing this game.
Yep.
We, like Mike said, are excited to get to be here and play it, and kind of share that on behalf of all the devs, but they're the ones, you know, in the background doing all the hard work. So special thank you to all of them.
Yep.
Indeed.
So let's close with looking one more time at the awesome Legion of Dawn trailer,
That thing's awesome. I love
It
that.
is awesome.
and then we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
See you next
Happy
year.
holidays.
Peace.
Thanks
Strong
for
alone,
coming.
stronger together.
In the beginning, we were slaves to the violent chaos of this world. But there was one among us who rose up to lead us out of darkness. The ones who followed became the Legion of Dawn and protected those who could not protect themselves. In the end, she traded her life for our future. It is in her honor that we fight. And it is her legacy that will carry the day.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Anthem live stream. My name is Ben Irving. I'm one of the lead producers on the project, and today I will be your host for the stream. Joining me, we have 2 of our amazing developers. We have Francis and Leah. We'll have them do intros in a second. The topic of our stream today is going to be Javelin Personalization. So what that means is all the really cool ways you can personalize the appearance of your javelins and make yourself look really amazing. So we won't be covering things like loadouts and gear and weapons. we're just going to be focusing on the appearance of the Javelin. So Francis and Leah, do you guys want to introduce yourselves, please?
Yeah, so I'm Francis Lacuna. I'm the character director on Anthem.
And hey everyone, I'm Leah Shinkiewski. I'm a producer here on the Anthem team.
Awesome, welcome. So for the streams going forward, kind of what Mike and I thought we would do is we'd probably rotate hosting the show, and then we'd bring on some of our awesome developers who know a lot more about the inner workings of the game than we did and are responsible for building it. So before we dive into this system, Francis, I just wanted to ask you, many moons ago when we were thinking about, hey, how do we want players to be able to customize their appearances? What was some of the philosophy that went into, like, what were you guys trying to achieve?
Yeah, so the nice thing was starting with the new IP. One thing we really wanted to do on Anthem was fix some of the things we've done in the past on BioWare games when it came to custom your appearance. In a lot of our other games, like Mass Effect, with Shepard always looked great. The party always looked great. But when it came time to equipping new armors, or if you get upgrades throughout the game, the armors always looked a little less great. They're always a little flatter. The quality wasn't as good as it should have been. So on this, with Anthem, what we did was we established our visual target first, and then we deconstructed that and rebuilt the entire personalization system around that, so that all the stuff you see in all our trailers, our cinematic assets, it is built with the same tools that the players will have to customize their.
Awesome. And can we go in one level a little further? Yeah. So the next question is for you, Leah. So Francis and the team had these lofty goals of being able to do all this amazing stuff, which inherently is quite complicated. And you and your team had to build a system that supported this. So before we dive into how it all works, can you tell us a little bit about how you guys went about designing the system?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think for most of our UIs and the user experience is really driven around the idea that it should be frictionless, easy to use, and sort of something that you can just spend time really enjoying the work that Francis has put together. So I don't want to say get out of the way, but essentially get out of the way. And so really what we've done here is the Forge, which is where you'll be able to customize your loadouts. We've put all these little interaction points on the suit, which are your jumping points, into all the places you can customize your XO. And that's your starting point.
Cool. And so we're going to dive in here a second, but there's a lot to digest here. So do you mind, Leah, just describing what are kind of the main sections for how you can customize your appearance? And then we'll have Francis dive in and we'll get going.
Sure. So as you can see, Francis is sort of hovering around the different points. We've got elements that can change sort of the silhouette of your suit, and then elements that are going to be able to change how they look. So your helmet, your arms, your legs are all towards the silhouette. And then we've got things like, and the chest. And then, of course, your paint, your vinyls, and your wear state will all adjust the physical appearance of the suit. And then ultra special, very fun animations, which will be for your emotes, your landing ands, and the victory pose.
Awesome. So I think what we're going to try to do today is we'll do the Ranger, and we'll try for 3 appearances. And so Francis is just going to do his magics, and we'll all watch in awe.
Do you want to go to paint
but
first,
I think
maybe?
we're going to start with paint, but why don't you take us away, Francis?
Sure thing. So in the paint options, we have 6 regions on your exosuit that you can customize. They are very in-depth. Each region, it's not just a color like how we've done in the past in our other games. It is a full material. So if I go into here, I can pick the main region here, and I can apply a physical material to that. So I can put the metal, I can put the fabric, pattern fabric. And so one of the things again here is when you're picking these materials, it's not just the color; it is the physical material, so that affects the reflectance, the smoothness, and the color of the material itself.
And
Awesome.
I love the patterns because they can have 2 colors.
I realized that I forgot to do some disclaimers. So shame on Ben. But a couple of disclaimers real quick. We're going to show you a lot of stuff that's in here. Not all of it is available at the very beginning. Some things you unlock through the game in various ways. We also today don't want to talk about how many things there are, how you unlock them. Are there things that you pay for? Are there things that you can earn in game? That's all a topic for a different time. We just want to focus on the really cool ways you can customize your appearance. So just wanted to make sure that was clear that none of what you see in here is either the total amount or a subset of the amount. We're just not really going into that. We just want to focus on showing you guys a bunch of cool stuff today.
Yep, so what I'm going through here, is I'm just kind of resetting the default look of the Ranger, and I am putting in just a blank slate, just a white canvas to start with. So I'm picking some random materials here. For the fabric. So once you've kind of picked the materials that you like, you can go ahead and start picking the colors. We have a whole bunch of custom colors here.
Yes, so you can actually make your own color palettes. As you see, Francis has been trying this feature out quite heavily. I expect we'll all spend a lot of time doing this. And you can use sort of any color you want. The full color wheel is available here. There's tons of really cool options, and as you create different colors, they're all saved into this palette so you can use them for later.
Yep, so I'm just kind of presetting some colors that I want to use here for customizing my Ranger.
So while you guys are doing this, we also have AJ and Jesse helping us out on our community team, reading through the chat for questions. Please just make sure you guys ask questions as we go. I think the easiest way is if you all ask questions about the section we're in at the time, then we can answer them as we go instead of trying to wait till the end and do Q&A. So make sure you ask questions about what you're seeing right now, whether you have questions on paint or materials, and then we can direct them to Francis and Leah. All right, so what are you trying to aim for here, Francis? Like, do you have a vision in mind of what you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, I'm kind of going for a bounty hunter look.
Cool. I thought you were going to make me the Australian rugby union jersey again.
I can do that.
That's fine.
Maybe we can do that a little later. But we can certainly do that.
That's fine. I know when there's a no out there, Francis. Yes. That's fine.
So one of the nice things is, once you've picked your colors here, you can go ahead and just pick any material, and the colors will store and they'll save, so you don't, lose your settings. You can go back and iterate things on the fly.
Yeah, when you guys were trying to work out the regions, because I think it's interesting, we have the 6 different regions. How did you work out how to split up those regions?
So here, just going through the regions from top to bottom, the regions are named in the same way that the artist had originally built the suit. So the Ranger suits have 3 hard surfaces and 3 soft surfaces. Again, the player can pick whichever region they want, but at least it gives them some guidance as to where these materials would look best. So I could go ahead in here and I could make this a metal, although it might look a little weird that if it's, for example, on the Storm Cape, it would be a little weird to have a metallic cape, but you could go ahead and do that if you wanted.
I personally feel it looks cool, but as an artist, it might be weird.
A metal cape, but it still flows, am I right?
It does. It's very shiny. There's nothing wrong
we have
with being super shiny.
We have a couple of questions coming through chat that I'll ask you guys. So, can you make custom logos in-game?
No, you cannot currently make custom logos, but we do have the options to do vinyls. Do we want to go into that now? I mean, or do you want?
So let's hold vinyls.
Yeah,
Vinyls are effectively what you're asking for. They're not custom. We have a whole lot to show you, and Francis will show that off later. So yeah, the answer is no for now. Will there be more and more things added once the game is live? So the answer to that is yes, absolutely. We're still trying to work out the plan for all of that, but our goal is to keep adding more and more stuff forever. As long as we can think of cool things to add, we'll add more stuff to the game. Final question for one of you guys at the moment that we have. Will the Legion of Dawn armor have all legs, arms, chest, and head as well?
Yep, so this is probably a good time to go dive into the Legion of Dawn. Okay, so in here, this is as Leia was mentioning earlier, we have the parts, so we can go ahead and start equipping pieces of gear. So for example, I put on the Legion of Dawn arms. Go through and pick the helmet, and the player can pick which ones they want to have.
Yes, I think an interesting thing you were explaining in a different meeting, Francis, was how these parts work. Like it's less about like equipping arms as much as a bunch of attachments that reflect the character model. Do you want to explain that just a little bit?
Right, so each of the exosuits, like the base suit underneath, the Ranger, the Colossus, the Storm, and the Interceptor, all have an iconic look, which is their lowest level form. And then all the part attachments that get added on top, they are topical, although you can switch out your helmet.
Cool. So you're putting the Legion of Dawn armor pack on, which is available to people that pre-order for the Ranger. And if you buy the Legion of Dawn edition, you can get the Legion of Dawn armor packs for all 4 Javelins available at launch. So one question, so many people have seen the Legion of Dawn art on the website, probably not realizing that, hey, like that's the armor pack, but you can also customize it. Will people be able to make it look exactly like the image on the website?
Yes, so what we will do is we will release a set of materials in here similar to this, and we will have them named Legion of Dawn, so that way it'll give the players some guidance as to how to replicate that look. So they can attach just all the Legion of Dawn materials to the regions, and then just pick the colors that they want to go with. It's pretty simple though.
Awesome.
It's silver and gold. You can't go wrong.
It looks amazing though. People are excited. A question for you, Leah. Can we save these personalization appearances to loadouts?
Yes, absolutely. So we do have a section where you can store loadouts for all your different javelins and edit them, change them as you like, and it will also store all of your gear and customization as well. So it'll be the full package for you to build on.
Awesome. I have a bunch more questions coming in. If you guys have things to say, just stop me and keep talking. But what are some of the ways you can unlock new colors or materials? So again, it's a good question. It's one of the things we don't want to get into today. So we're still working out for all of Vanity and all of our personalization options, how they're going to be unlocked in the game. And so we're not really ready to share that yet, but we can share that at a later date. It's a really good question. Just don't want to talk about any of it right now. Can you show how to use Legion Dawn appearances? Yes, that's what we're doing now. I think I just missed that question earlier. Apologies. Can you change the color of any of the unique appearances? Yes is the answer. So that's kind of what Francis is doing now with the Legion of Dawn armor packs. He's done a couple of different colors, which is really cool.
And I think certain materials, Francis, they have either just the paint color that you can change, and then all of our metallics have quite a few different metallic ranges.
So metal, with the way our physically based rendering works, is metal has an actual scientific value behind it. So if we start breaking that value, it tends to look not great in real light, or at least in the game lighting scenario. So when you the regions are contextual, so if you do pick a metal, for example, let's say I want to go with the welded ones. I like these ones. So if you were to pick these metals, you would get a different color palette range. So these are all the physical, real-world metals that exist in the real world. So you have gold, brass, copper, nickel, tin, silver, tungsten. There's no alien materials. These are all based off real-world metals.
So a question while you're in this screen, I think maybe, is can you zoom and rotate, like if you want to see more of the character?
Yep. So you have controls to go ahead and at each level be able to interact with the exosuit.
Awesome. A question was, will there be a randomized feature for colors?
That's a great idea. I will take that one back.
Yeah, currently you
So
cannot.
Not
we
right
don't
now.
randomize.
But the
No.
nice thing is on this we have preset colors, so the artists have already pre-selected a wide range of colors, so people don't have to every single time go through the color wheel and have to pick it for every single material. And just so people are aware, we've also added white and black values, because I know that a lot of people always ask for black.
That kind of ties into a question I had. So I remember early on we were trying to work out how the system would work to have a lot of depth, but also be simple for people like me who aren't the best with fashion. And we got to an interesting place where I think it's pretty straightforward for someone who doesn't want to spend too much time or isn't necessarily that good at this kind of stuff in making something look good. Do you guys want to describe a little bit, like if you're a kind of low-key person who just wants to do something quickly, how do we do that?
So usually when you're in your loadouts, or go through here. So you will always, whenever you create a new loadout, you will get your default ranger, and it just I edited it. Anyway, so why don't we just go through this? So as you create loadouts, you can name them whatever you want. I don't know, Jesse, if you'd be able to type in,
Give us a name.
Give us a name.
Yeah, and so this is a really, really great way that if you make a couple of things that you really like, you can swap between them easily. But you can also just do stuff like, hey, go to all 6 regions and make them all black, and that will just look pretty cool by itself. So you don't have to like go through everything and spend lots of time. Although if you want to, you can really make something that kind of reflects your personal style and flair.
Yeah, I mean, if I've got a whole bunch of friends playing here at work and I just want to get out, I'll just grab the default and change up a few colors. Typically all metal, very fast while they're waiting for me so that I can play my favorite Bender from Futurama look. It's always good. So no, and it's super quick. You're in and out while everyone's readying up. And you're also very shiny.
Speaking of shiny,
Awesome.
you want to go into wear a little bit, Ben?
Yeah.
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 So we do have wear options as well. So again, since everything is built in a layered fashion, we kind of built it in a way so that the players can choose how they want their exosuit to look. Do they want them to look all beat up? Do we want them to look dirty? Do we want them to look all chipped and painted, or have chipped paint? So the players can go ahead and do that, or just cover it in grime. It's a little harder to see here, so that let me just switch up the appearances. Since it is all material based, if you have cloth and you put stains on it, it'll stain a bit more like cloth, versus if you had an all metal suit, the wear would make the metal duller. It would make it covered. The way the surface response of the wear will react differently.
And I should also mention that you can, as we're looking at this, you can zoom in and out, toggle on and off the little interaction points if you just want to spend time admiring your suit as well. Is a few of the options we've added in there, as well as you can see, not in this screen, but in other ones, there's lots of options, so we've added filters as well if you want to quickly get into what you need.
Awesome. A question came through that we'll see. The question is, does this only affect your appearance as opposed to stats with things like the Legion of Dawn, armor packs?
Leah, do you
You
want to
want
that one?
to, or Ben, you want to grab that? It's
Yeah, I can answer. So basically, there's two big parts of the game. One is power and one is vanity. And so what we're talking about now is purely vanity, personalization, appearance, all kind of synonyms, I guess. So everything we're doing now only affects how you look. Separately to that, we have power, which is gears, guns, and a few other equipable parts that we haven't really delved into yet. And that's where you get your power and your stats. So we've really tried to separate that so that, there's one part of the game that's all about becoming powerful, and then there's a different part of the game that's about, changing your appearance to be the way you look. And again, how you unlock all of those things, I don't want to go into today. But for what we're looking at right now, it's purely for your appearance. Another question, can you apply a paint scheme to multiple javelins?
No, we don't have that ability right now, but I'm sure as we go into live service, we can take some of that feedback and to make this even better for you. But great idea.
Cool.
Mental
It
notes.
is a great idea.
Yeah.
I knew that answer was no, so I feel guilty asking.
Yeah.
You basically just this one.
One of those ones I'm recording silently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because there's a bunch of good suggestions in here of things we don't have. And I think, this is a really, really robust system. But obviously, like any system in any game, there's a bunch of things we'd love to do going forward to improve it. And so suggestions like that are really helpful for us. Sometimes they're things we thought about ourselves, but sometimes they're not. And so having those suggestions is great. So thank you all for asking those questions. I don't know if we know the answer to this. I don't. But how many personalizations can you save per Javelin? So I guess that means how many loadouts can you have?
I know right now we're looking at that. I believe it's currently set to 5, but expect that number to change as we go towards shipping.
Cool. All right, so let's take a little breath from questions for a second. Where are we at? I've been reading and not looking. What do you want to tell us? Where are we at, Francis? What do you want to do next?
We can probably look at the vinyls now. It's probably a good time if I can. There is a slight bug right now where when I select the loadout. I hope you're keeping track of this one, Leia.
Yeah, sometimes misbehaves.
Yeah. So yeah, we can go right into the vinyls here.
It's early. There's plenty of time.
So the vinyls again is to answer that question about the custom logos. So here we have the vinyl system. So while we can customize you can customize your Javelin, and you can apply your materials, you can pick your colors. That's all nice, and you can come up with some really cool designs. But sometimes you just want a little bit more punch, maybe a little reward for doing things in the game. Just something that, in addition, you personalize your exo and give you a little bit of flair. That's what these vinyls
There's a lot of N7 poggers going on in chat, so we might have to show that at some point.
I might just gonna go around that. No. Yeah.
And a question, Francis. These vinyls, are they Javelin specific?
No. So the vinyls, once you have the vinyl, it'll apply on any Javelin you have, and it should, within reason, look as good as it does on one Javelin as it does on another. You can't always account for every single nook and cranny on the exosuit. That this little stripe might look in the exact same spot, but it is as close as the artist can possibly get to making it look good.
Yeah, like the spirit of the decal works across all the suits, right? Yeah. Like I think they look really cool. I think you have a keener eye for it than many of us have.
So this is the one This is the one that we made for Ben specifically for A3 because he requested it.
I don't know there are any
we
other
can put in
Australian
requests?
rugby fans. It's inspired by the jersey. It's obviously not the jersey. It uses the same colors, which is cool. I think this is what I use when I play every day. I know a question that's come up internally. I don't didn't catch it in chat, I think it might have been there, was so you can change all the paint options for the all the other stuff we've seen, but what about the vinyls? Can you change them at all, or how does that work?
No, so we actually did. We debated this topic for a long time, and we tried to put full control for the player to customize each decal or each vinyl. The problem with that is the amount of performance expense that it has on the system, where you're tracking more parameters, more data, which did affect performance negatively. And on top of that, there was an added complexity, so you would have to double up every single one of these menus, so that the player would have to not only customize their personalize their exo, they would also have to go personalize their vinyl, which seemed like an extra bit of work for very little payoff, versus the artist just making, releasing these cool looking one-off items, which also it really does help to signify things like for challenges, to have these iconic looking vinyls, so when you see another player who's done something, you can see the vinyl that is associated with it.
Yeah, that's the part I was going to say. I think, there's all the technical challenges and the user experience problems with it. But I think even as a player experience, to that exact point, it's great when you can see something and identify it. Again, we're not really talking about how you get things, but an example might be you complete a really difficult challenge and get a cool vinyl. And then you can use that to show off to your friends that you got it. And if they can look at that and immediately relate that that's where it came from, and that's what it is, I think that's a really cool way to show off, even if it's a little humble brag. So the chat is demanding, and I'm sorry, they're demanding N7.
Okay.
So when the people have spoken, Francis.
Let me just...
But did you, I can't remember. So last week, was it last week or the week before? It was N7 day. Who knows what date it is anymore. And so we kind of were randomly like, hey, we should make an N7 look and share it on social media for N7 day. That's really cool. And so did you make this then, or did you have it made already?
No, I made it. It was done the night before the 7th.
I thought so. Can you, I don't know if we need to replicate the exact look. Well, you tell
close
us.
enough.
How do we
I
make
will
the
get it
N7
as close as I
vinyl
can
look cool?
right now.
As Francis is doing this, AJ and Jesse, what are we like on time? I mean, we're happy to keep going a bit. You just give us like a 5-minute countdown when you need us to start wrapping up.
So far, so good, guys.
Okay, great.
We'll let you know.
So we're going to do N7. Is there anything big in chat you guys would like to see? Is there something that we haven't shown that you've seen in the menus that you think is cool, or something you think we might have missed that you guys want to see? This is an interesting question. I think the answer is no, and it might go into our cool ideas for the future. Is there a way to match colors to the decals once you apply them?
No, but that's a really good idea.
Yeah. I don't know if we can add a color picker dynamically on top of the screen, but that would help a lot.
Do you want to, I'm not an artist, let's be super clear, but I don't know if you want the same colors, do you?
Well, that's kind of, I think probably the person who asked that they noticed I was trying to match the color to the decal, or to the vinyl, so that is a good question, so maybe we'll look into that one.
Yeah, I mean, if you had it equipped in the paint section, we could just have a section, like an extra section with related colors, so I am signing us up. I'm just kidding.
I might make a high-risk suggestion here for once you're done with this. So, chat is asking if we could see a different Javelin. So, I think... So, first of all, can we show a different one? Question mark, right now?
Yes.
We were having some problems earlier. Okay.
Sure.
So, we still have problems. So, chat, you get to demand, you have to type Storm or Interceptor, and then we will pick whichever one has the most.
Oh, good.
And also, please give some PogChamp for the N7 look, because Francis did it without rehearsal.
Yes, and I
so
got it
good.
wrong. I got it wrong.
You got it wrong. I can't tell.
That's close. It feels super close. For like a no pressure in front of thousands of people on the spot with no practice. That feels like a pretty good deal. All right, so the votes are in. I've used my eyes skimming chat for 5 seconds to decide which one was most popular, and I think the Storm was the winner. So once we're done with this, we might swap over to the Storm, Francis.
Okay, we can do that now.
Do it.
Lee, a question to you. So, all the suits are different. Is there lots of different setup required for the different Javelins, like when you guys are building the system? Is there any complexity with that?
Yes, like each of them are set up with their own interaction points. They actually have their own names for each of the regions. Some of them have more paint regions than other ones. Yes, there's actually quite a bit of custom work that goes into setting up each of these, from the cameras and all that kind of stuff. Which makes it all really fun and cool and unique. Yeah.
So what we might do here, Francis, is let's spend like just 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, we already have a cool appearance.
Wow.
Okay, that's fine.
You pre-made
I don't know
this
if
one.
that's fine. But let's spend 2 or 3 minutes fiddling around, just showing anything you think is kind of cool or different about the Storm. And then we might take a few more questions, and then we'll start wrapping it up because we're starting to go over time here.
Do you want to try emotes?
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
I don't know what they'll do on the Storm. But...
Do we want to try it on the Storm? Do we want to...
No. Let's. Okay. I think have we ticked the box of we saw a different Javelin and it looked really awesome?
Yeah.
I think we did.
Holy,
so
that
let's
one
go
is so
back
good.
to the Ranger. We're still finishing a bunch of setup stuff, so we want to show you guys some of the animations, like emotes and things like that. But we only check through them on the Ranger, so we just want to do that to be safe today. So let's jump over.
Oh, you set up a bunch of these.
Teasing. Why not?
Francis is like, look, I know you're the host, but I don't care. I have 2 things to show, so I'm just going to go ahead and show them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we should have been doing this on my account, and this would definitely have beat all my shiny suits, for sure.
Okay, so we're going to do the Ranger, look at some of the animation stuff, so things like emotes, but we're also going to call 5 final questions. So the community guys will skim chat for the final 5 questions, and as we do this, we'll answer them as we go, and then we'll start wrapping up. So do you want to just talk through, Leah, first? Like, what are the sections in this screen represent?
Sure. So here you're able to set your victory pose, which is at the end of all of our missions. You get this really cool, fun, celebratory wrap up with your friends, so you can set anything you want there. Your rival animation is anytime you enter the game at the start of missions, or you're helping other people and you make a grand entrance, so you can set your arrival animation. And then we have emotes.
Do we have any of them that we can show, or do we not want to show
No,
that
they're
today?
not set up in there quite yet, but we do have lots of emotes.
Something to tease for later.
Yeah. How cool you look when you enter the game is one for next time. But yeah, there's lots of really fun emotes here. Right now we've got 3 of them that you can use pick in game, and there's just all sorts of great ones.
This is my favorite one.
Finger guns?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're kind of playing emote roulette right now because we do not have custom icons in quite yet, so yeah, but they're all working pretty cool, look great. Shout out to the team for sure.
Yeah, this stuff looks great.
So if you see these on the
that's now my favorite one of
Colossus,
all time.
yeah.
I haven't seen Kung Fu Form 1 before. I'm almost crying at laughter. It's so good.
I've heard the Colossus doing a backflip is quite fun as well.
All right, so I don't know, AJ and Jesse, if we have any of those questions coming through, we should probably ask them when you guys have a second.
Yeah, for sure. One thing, Ben, that I wanted to touch on, if you don't mind, and Francis, do you mind pulling back up the Legion of Dawn?
Yes.
Can we show that a little bit? So a lot of people have been asking about Legion of Dawn. We've got a link, a nifty link on how you get all that stuff. Ben, do you have that stuff in front of you, or do you want me to go over it.
Yeah, we can talk about it real quick. So again, the Legion of Dawn armor pack is the thing you equip with your head, chest, legs, etc. As Leah described, it's kind of the things that change your silhouette. And so if you pre-order the game, you get access to the Legion of Dawn armor pack for the Ranger, which is what we're looking at now. Super cool. And then what I think is one of the most generous offerings in video game history. If you purchase the Legion of Dawn edition, you get the Legion of Dawn armor pack for all 4 of the Javelins. So that's 4 armor packs, which is I think awesome. We're just really excited for people who, want to be early adopters to the game, to be really generous with a really cool look that you can celebrate. Like, hey, I've been here from the beginning. And so we wanted to make sure we reward that. The details are on the website. I don't know if you have the specific link, AJ.
Yeah, I think you touched on everything perfectly. We're still pulling some more questions from the chat as Francis toys around with this Javelin here, and he's kind of recreating what you see in the mock-up there, which is really cool. One question we're getting, Ben, and this might be for you, some people asking about, and I know we're not talking about weapons or gear yet, but they want to know about, how that works. Are those part of what you colorize and stuff like that?
Sure. So do Leah and Francis...
I could answer that one in terms of weapons specifically. So weapons do not receive colorization in the same way as the exosuit. Weapons they will have unique looks and appearances. There will probably be another stream going over that. So you can have really cool looking guns.
Yeah, and kind of same with gear. Like there are some variations to how the gear looks, but that's based on the functionality of the gear. And so it's not tied to things that you can specifically customize, but you can tie them together in Loadout. So you can pick, hey, I want these 3 gear pieces, these 2 weapons with this appearance, and I save the whole thing as one loadout. So, you might want to make the red dragon ranger appearance that's all red, and then you equip fire gear, and then you might want to make the frosty warrior. I wish I was more creative. And you make yourself blue, and then you equip the frost grenade and save that as a loadout. And you then can swap between both the customization you have of gear and weapons and the appearance can be tied together. So that's pretty cool. Next question, AJ.
Sure. We've got this one that I've seen a few times. I don't know if you want to touch on this. They saw the nifty N7, and of course we're getting questions about a certain other BioWare IP called Dragon Age.
So
yeah, I think. Well, go ahead, Francis.
No, I was going to say we do have Plaidweave in the game. So.
I think the answer to all BioWare IPs that we own is, of course, we'll do shout outs and stuff like that to those IPs. I don't think we want to get into the specifics of all of it. We obviously made N7 because N7 Day was just a couple weeks ago. I'm sure we'll give nods to our IPs, as we go forward. So I'm sure you can expect to see things where it makes sense and where it's, appropriate. All right, let's do 2 more questions and then we'll call it.
Yeah, let's do 1 or 2 more, and be sure to drop them in there. As we're kind of going through this, everybody, and thanks for joining us today. I do want to give a quick shout out to Leah and Francis, and I'm sure you were going to do this, Ben, but thank you guys for joining us today on the Anthem live stream.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
Yeah, so I'll do a little bit of wrap-up stuff as we get those final questions together. So first of all, for those of you that are in Twitch, thank you so much for coming along. Make sure to follow the channel so you get notified of when we're doing streams in the future. It's twitch.tv/Anthem Game. I'm sure you know that because you're there right now. both Mike Gamble and I will be kind of rotating hosting the streams. Probably we'll kind of rotate week on week so we can bring guests in, like I said at the start. We'll try to share information about upcoming streams through Twitter, through ourselves, also through AJ and Jesse and our main channels. But feel free to follow us. I'm at Ben Ervo on Twitter, and Mike is at Gamble Mike on Twitter. As for the next stream, our goal is to do it in a couple of weeks. We're trying to get consistent with this stuff. We haven't announced a topic yet, although if you're savvy and on Twitter, you saw Mike posing questions out last night about what you guys would like to see next stream. So we'll have some announcements for that coming soon. Hopefully in the next couple of days, we'll give you some more clarity on what we'll do for the next stream. Okay, and then before we sign off, let's get the last two questions. So, can you change the color of the visor on helmets?
That's a good question. Leo, do you want to answer that one?
The visor on the helmets? Is it yes? I think it's yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I'm like, yes.
Can we do it?
Not now. No.
Okay. So we will be able to do it. Yes. Good question. I think we answered this question, which was, can we change the appearance of weapons to match Javelins? So we talked about that already. Let me see if I can find a random question in chat.
And your gear does inherit the colors of your Javelin.
Oh, that's
so
a great
that's
call. So I
Yep.
misspoke before. I said it didn't.
Yes.
That's a great clarification.
Yeah.
Awesome. A lot of the questions I'm seeing are similar to ones we've answered. So let's go ahead and call it there. First of all, I want to just thank everyone who was involved in putting the stream together. It might seem like we just turn up and chat, but a lot of pre-work goes into this. And so we had a lot of great help from a bunch of production folk, a bunch of our QA partners. Francis and Leah put a lot of time into this. Jesse and AJ put a lot of time into helping getting everything set up. So thank you all so much for all of that hard work. Obviously, a special thanks to Francis and Leah for joining us. It was great to have you as the experts of all of this. I know that we couldn't have covered it as well without you, so thank you so much for coming on. And a final thank you just to everyone who turned up to watch. We've really loved engaging with our community so far. Everyone has been so supportive and encouraging. And if you have no idea how helpful that is for us as we're getting into the last little bit of time here to finish the game, it's great to have that support and that positivity that's in our community. So thank you all for tuning in. And then, again, look to Twitter and other parts of social media for announcements on the next live stream. But once again, thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.
All right, we're live. Hey, Ben. Hey, everyone. This is our inaugural first-time live stream from BioWare headquarters in Edmonton and Austin. We're going to be looking a little bit at this game called Anthem, also known as Anthem to some people. I'm Mike Gamble. I'm a producer here at BioWare.
And I'm Ben Irving. I'm also a producer here at BioWare.
And we're going to be showing you a little bit of gameplay today that I don't think has been shown anywhere else. We're going to talk a little bit about where we're at and kind of, just kick this thing off so that later in coming months and weeks, we can really start to share more and more with the community about the game. Now,
Right. And we're doing it because we hit a pretty big milestone, right, Mike? We hit alpha.
yeah, we hit
Can you
alpha.
Talk a little bit about that.
Alpha's dope. So I guess what alpha kind of means is that we have most, if not all, of the major features in the game. The game is running. The game is connected together as a cohesive unit. And some of those features may be near shippable. Some of those features may be less than that. But it allows us to take the next, 3.5 months or so, Ben, to ship it.
Yeah, and it's a really exciting time because it's the point where we start getting lots and lots of feedback. Obviously throughout this whole project, we collect feedback at different stages from various groups, but now's the time we can open it up a lot more. We can share more information with the community. We can start running certain tests and getting that feedback, which is really exciting for us because after a long time working on the game, it's amazing to be able to show different pieces of it to all of you.
Yep, definitely. And we kind of mentioned up from the hop that Ben and I are producers on the game. There's a massive development team behind the scenes working on stuff, and in the next coming weeks we'll be able to show you more and more of those folks. They'll kind of guest star on the stream, and we'll go from there.
Man, I was trying to maneuver to wave at you on screen, and you keep moving.
Sorry, dude. All right, so I'm just gonna flex instead, and then do my little thing. So Ben, last night we were going through this. We were talking about it. So our wonderful PR and marketing partners, they had some feedback for us about how to make this stream more entertaining. So what they told me, first of all, they told me not to wear a white shirt. So
I was going to say,
awesome.
Step 1, fail.
Yeah, no, fail on purpose. Step 2, they told me to smile more. So I think both of us, we really need to smile a lot more during the live stream, and then
I'm
everyone will like
a very nice smiling person naturally, Mike, so that won't be a problem for me, but you work on it.
I'll take my cynicism and I'll park it. Okay, so what we got here, we are in free play. So free play is a mode that you can select from the Forge, allows you to, as it says, you might be surprised, play free. I'm the Storm, here in my cool customized Storm.
And I am playing as the Interceptor. And in fact, I decided, given all the community feedback, that I would kit myself out with a melee build today. So as we go through and fight some things, we can talk a little bit about what that means in the context of Anthem. But we should probably jump off and fly, don't you think?
Yes, we will fly somewhere. Right. We're going to probably hit some world events.
I'm off.
All right.
So, hey, remember yesterday when we were like, hey, Ben, you should go first because then we can show both on screen at the same time.
Yeah.
But you were like, hey, but you have to memorize where to go. And I was like, I'll totally do that. Like, I don't remember where we were meant to go.
So in that case, stop. Just wait.
Actually, let's go here, go.
Wait. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, shit, grab it. One down.
No, notice I'm not shooting.
Did the rest of them just leave?
Yeah, that's right. Why would they stay around? They're not weaponized. So I actually kind of remember where to go, but why don't you lead off here? Because I was going to mention one of the things I love about free play is that every time you come out into the world, you have a really unique and different experience. So the way all the creatures spawn and the different events that can spawn, it makes exploration really exciting because every time you go out, it's slightly different. So I'm tailing you right now.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Just trying to maneuver the Schaefer Relics that I see here. Underneath, you see my cooldown bar kind of flatlined there.
Oh, the Arcanist have sent out a request for some help.
Are you going to go the whole way underwater here?
No. I'm seeing a world event up here. Arcanists have requested some help. So world events are dynamic. Depends on where you are in the world.
There should be an arcane vault around here. Let's check it out.
And they spawn different things. Oh, search for an arcane vault. All right, so this is helping out the Arcanist faction a little bit.
Yeah, I took the scenic route. I'm a little behind, but I'll catch up. No worries.
It should open.
Should we open the... Oh, yeah, let's open.
Yeah, let's do it.
The tuning points should be around here. Find those, and I'll start matching the frequencies.
All right.
So do you want to talk a little bit? You're in the Storm. We were trying to show off abilities and gear that players hadn't seen before.
We can start.
Do you want to talk about what you have equipped?
Yeah, so I've... Oh, okay, I triggered the Scar attack, so let's just... Oh, there's a Scar.
Oh, do we have both now?
Scar drill, yeah. So, okay.
I'm going to dive in there, okay? Can you just cover me from behind?
I will do that indeed. So I'm going to use my lightning ball, which kind of bounces around, and I'll try and crowd control a little bit. Hitting... Buddy. I'm going to get some altitude. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta back out a little bit here, but let me know when you're set up.
I'm set up. Hitting you from the top.
So my third gear piece can debuff this big heavy here, so he takes bonus damage. So I'm gonna do that. You can see the beam of light on him. Did you die?
No, not yet. I have to run away. This is crazy.
Oh, we're about to lose the first event.
Yeah.
Should we try again?
I'm on fire, so I can't fly.
Hey, what difficulty did we put this on, friends in PR and marketing?
Are we getting trolled right now?
Oh, we are. We're getting trolled in front of thousands of people. So this is actually freelancer difficulty, which is apparently the middle of the introductory difficulties.
Yeah, no, this should be good. This is the middle one. I think what we did is we triggered 2 events. That's fine. So why don't we just go this way and then just do it one piece at a time?
Yeah, we ain't running. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna get these guys here. Just gotta reload. Alright, I'm gonna charge in now.
Okay. So the thing about the storm here is my natural playstyle is to hover as much as possible and provide some remote support from the air. Of course, without a shield, I can't hover as long, so I have to recharge my shield, make sure I'm going up and down.
Hey, so this group of Scar on the right, I think it's a good chance to use your ult if you can, and then I'll clean up whatever you miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get a little bit of altitude. All right, gonna pop my ult here.
Okay. I'm gonna come up as well. Just let me know when you go.
All right, gonna bring it all down now.
I'm diving in, going in. Nice, nice, nice.
All right, take out that heavy. He's right beside you.
Yep.
And then.
All right. So once we get these guys down, let me show off a little bit about this interceptor build. If we ever get a break.
Yeah, we're nearly there.
Okay, I'm gonna get this flyer, the Scar Hunter rather.
I got a cross
I'm about
effect.
to go down.
Are you? Okay, I'm backing off.
Duck out for a little bit here.
Backing off. So the Enforcer has to go down, and so I got aggro on him.
Okay, I'm coming. I just gotta get this Hunter out of the way so I stop getting destroyed.
So I'm gonna throw down a wind wall to protect me.
Yep. Okay, I'm flying over. I'm just gonna ult here as well, actually, to take the rest of them out.
Okay, and then I'll showcase the ult later with the stream folks.
Yep. Alright, so I'm on the heavy now.
Alright, good. Nice, nice.
My ultimate lets me become invulnerable for a brief amount of time, which is great, and then does a lot of melee damage to everything I can hit, so that was a nice little cleanup.
Okay, come help out. Wait for me, coach.
Okay, so that fly has a problem as well, so I'll try and show off the melee build a little bit here, so I can dash to him. Well, let's get the snipe. I can dash in and then use like a lightning kick, basically, as a 1-2 combo into melee. There we go, down.
Alright, nice work.
Nice, nice, nice.
I got him with a lightning ball.
Okay.
He's on the ground. Finish him off. Alright, perfect. Okay, we got a couple more stragglers.
Okay. Yep. So what, I don't remember what weapons you chose to equip. Do you know what you have?
I have, let's see actually. I have more of a, it's not a DMR.
Oh, you
but
have
it
a
is,
precision rifle?
Yeah, it is a precision rifle.
Yeah, I'm using the same. So kind of my makeup is precision rifles, so I can pick off any high value targets I want, and then I'm using like it's kind of like a double barrel shotgun merged with a auto shotgun, so it has 2 shots up front to kind of pair with my melee build. So I'm going to try staying close as much as possible.
So I have an idea for this world event. So because this is timed, so when we open the world event, we're timed, and I have to get the fragments back within a certain amount of time. So you focus on the spawns. I'm gonna just go after them and try and complete the world event to get the XP. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds
right.
good. And then if I get in trouble, I'll just call you up to come and help out.
Okay. All right. Going for them.
Okay, there's still a bunch of scars here. That's okay though. We should be fine.
All right.
At shooting points. Matching the frequency.
I need 5 more. And like we said,
There it is at shooting points. Matching the frequency.
this world event is random, so we could have never planned this one.
At shooting points. We can start matching the
We certainly
frequency.
didn't plan
Also-
the first part of that.
Also, Owen, who our cipher is, needs to say a different line.
There it is at shooting points. Matching the frequency.
All right, good. Shut up, Owen.
Okay, you got him.
All right, got it. I got to return to the vault.
Yeah, I still got all these
Put those
scars.
frequencies to work. Stay close.
Okay.
Okay, dude, you
LinkedIn.
you might have to help me out. I have to do an annex here. So this part of the
Okay.
world event is I have to hold this area down. I'll do it from the
We
sky.
have to hold this area down.
Well, I'm not seeing you very. Oh, never mind. There you are.
I'm going to use the rifle so I can stick back and help you with it as well.
Okay, thanks, dude.
If you have a wind wall, that would be super helpful.
All right,
for me.
where do you want it? Right. in front?
Just
How's
facing
that?
the spawn point.
There you go.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. So
Got
we
it.
showed off the
That's
Storm
what I like to
Ultimate
see.
early. Oh, nice.
That's
Awesome.
Get loot.
The Arcanist
Oh,
should
there's
be
some
happy.
loots.
Let's finish off these.
Yeah.
Scar.
We showed off the Storm Ultimate a little earlier. We didn't really talk about what it does though. So, do you want me to explain it, or do you want to?
Yeah. So once I
They are retreating.
off it,
Full speed too.
talk about it.
Oh, nice. We did it.
Awesome.
They're running away, I think now. Yep, perfect.
That was tougher than I thought it'd be. Thanks for the help.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Oh, let's go down. Let's go through here.
Yep. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, so Storm Ultimate. So Storm Ultimate's really cool. You activate a mode, and then you can drop 3 big area abilities. You drop a fire one, an ice one, and a lightning one, and then the 4th time you push trigger, it'll drop a meteor on top of all 3 of them. So it's a really good way to take out a large group of mobs and get a lot of crowd control going. And so you saw Mike do it in that first scenario where we were a little overwhelmed. He kind of got rid of all the low-level guys, and then we could focus down the big scar at the end.
Yeah, it's super helpful for crowd control. Let's try going down here. Arden's Road.
Yep. I will follow.
I'm gonna go into this crevice here. I am actually. My heat's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll skim the water as well. Should be fine. So one of the kind of advanced tactics of traversal is working out how to use cooling things like water to extend your flight duration. Whether they're waterfalls or skimming the surface of a lake or a river or whatever, or actually going underwater.
Yeah. And as we're kind of flying through, question from Twitch. Other than traversing towards waypoints, is flight useful for situations like combat and support roles? Absolutely. So right now I'm actually playing a support role. You see Ben on the ground fighting in his quick ninja-like way. I'm staying above, trying to provide area of effect support.
Somewhere. It's
Yeah, and I use it especially on close quarter characters. You know, you've got to reposition a lot in those combats, and you couldn't really see my screen, but a lot of the time I'm flying around to flank people or get behind them, even if it's just for short bursts. It's really useful.
Yeah. So we hit another world event here.
Watch the nodes, they won't play nice.
A Schaefer Relic has gone terminal, so we need to gather the fragments with it. Crappy thing about some of these relics is the longer you leave them, the more they're likely to grow and explode. You basically have to keep them in check by attacking them. So let's see who's come.
Do we need to find the echoes here as well?
Yep. So on my compass, there's a bit of a radar type thing in there. That's what we're looking to follow. So one says it's above and over here. Oh, up, there it is. One in the sky.
Okay, I'll keep shooting the relic, hey?
Yep. Alright, so I've got 3 echoes. I'll go and deliver. Oh, and I crashed into a wall. Oops. Alright, 3 down, 5 to go. But that means I think that they're going to be onto us.
Yeah, a bunch of creatures just spawned to the west.
Oh, the Dominion. Okay, these guys are super tough, man.
Yep. So I'll just try to hold him off for a bit, but
Okay.
I'm probably gonna need some help.
Okay. I gotta get my shield back.
We've got some creatures as well, some wolves. Oh, I'm instantly half dead. Okay. It's unfortunate.
Okay, do you need me to provide some air support?
Yes. Please.
All right. Oh. Okay, there's a Dominion Valkyrie over there, aka
Okay.
a Dominion Storm. So,
Yeah, so the Valkyries have access to storm suits and they're super powerful. So you gotta break their shields, knock them out of the sky, and then take them down. So we can either take out all the smaller ones first and then get her last, or try to get the Valkyrie first.
I'm just trying to
What do you
clear
wanna
out the area. I was getting shot at. I had to launch a number of meteors or something. Nice debug text there.
Yeah, that in this build that ultimate isn't finished. In a later build it is. Where do you see the Valkyrie? I've lost sight.
He went around the... Oh, he's out here. Around kind of the little church area.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
try to blink in and break the shield, and then let's take the Valkyrie down first.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab one more of these
Okay.
these wisps.
I got
Or
frozen.
echoes, rather.
That's fine. Okay, her shield's almost down. If I knock her out of the sky, we can at least get a little reprieve from the frost attacks.
Yeah.
And I'll just retreat a little bit. And then let me know when you come back.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back, but I'm getting shot at. Storm does not
I'll
supposed to
come to
live
you.
on the ground.
Yeah. Alright, so we can just clear a path to her, or do you... Yeah, let's just clear a path in.
Okay.
Oh, my shields are down. Alright, I think we're gonna have to just go nuke the Valkyrie first, actually.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. I will follow you.
My shields are back up, so...
Not mine. Let me just get
I'm
back.
on fire, so I can't fly. Okay, but I see her. You see her, right?
Yeah. I have to run away just very briefly.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Hi, everyone. Looking at the world. Almost dead. There we go. Okay. How you doing back there, Ben? You okay? Living the dream?
Negative.
All right. I'll come back.
But let's get in there. I'm actually good now. I'm good now. We just got to knock her out of the sky. That's priority one.
Yeah. What's actually hurting me is the Schaefer Relic that continues to go terminal. And then, of course, there's a Brute on the horizon.
Yeah. I'm just going in now for the...
Okay, right behind you.
She retreated all the way back here.
Yeah. And now the Brutes are in. Gee golly, I wish I sure had 2 more friends.
I know, right? Okay, that's okay though.
If you can keep them busy, I'm going to try and take a run at the Echoes.
Yep, okay. That's fine.
But I might go down. Brutes are relentless.
Yeah, the Brutes are freezing me, so they have an ice attack, and if you don't dodge it at the right time, you'll get frozen.
Yeah.
But you can break out of being frozen by pushing A.
All the people on Twitch are probably like, the developers suck, man.
We are doing great.
Yeah, we're doing great. We just
Okay,
keep
I
on
got
telling
this
ourselves that.
Valkyrie down now. I'm gonna come back and help you.
All right.
There's one echo.
Okay, I got one. Again, it
Yeah,
was...
I'll get the Brutes here.
Okay, good
They're
man.
causing too much. I'm just using my ultimate here. And just shut this out.
Okay, I'll help you out with the... Nope, no, I won't. Went
Could
down.
at least do a classic camera pan so everyone can see my awesomeness right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally... That's totally my number one thing.
I got a response.
You know,
Oh! All right. I'm terminal. I'm down. There's a Brute right in front of me, but I did deliver one more Echo, so...
Okay, I'm coming for you.
What? There's a Brute right there, dude.
Yeah, but we'll see. All for one and one for... Oh, no.
If we party wipe.
I hit a super fun bug, but because no one can see it, I'm not going to even say what's happening to me right now. But I will be right back.
All right, so I respond.
Yeah, I'm going to respawn. I actually found a cool bug where I fell through the world as I was reviving you.
Oh,
So,
that doesn't help. That's why you failed? That's why you failed me,
yeah,
pal?
I'm taking a little time out here, and I will be right back.
All right. So, in the meantime, I'm going to take on the forces of the Dominion by myself. Oh,
I just got knocked out of the sky big time. So one of the things about the storm, when you're hovering, and if your shield goes down in a way that you guys just saw, I will crater. So part of my strength is to make sure that I'm maximizing and keeping my shields alive, because that's the key to me winning.
Alright, there's another brood up here. I think if we clear the stairway, we should be pretty good.
Oh, there's a lot of frost hounds there too, though.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
Do you want me to pop my ult?
Yes, please.
On the stairs?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Because I can combo off
Alright,
the
oh yeah, they're all there.
attacks. Yeah. Here you go. I should be able to get an aura here.
Oh, nice.
Nice, yeah. So the Interceptor has a special ability where if you combo with your melee attacks and kill an enemy, you get an aura that inherits the status effect. So like a fire aura or a frost aura. So I can run around and apply that aura to all the people around it. So it really incentivizes that high mobility.
Okay, I'm gonna go search for a couple more wisps while you.
Yeah.
Oh, I found some.
I like that we've identified our roles. Is I like to kill all the things, and you like to be smart and play objectives.
But then at the same time, who's the one who's died already? It's me. So maybe the smart play isn't the best.
I'm about to die right now. Yeah.
All right, one more wisp.
You gotta pick me up though.
Oh,
you gotta risk everything.
All right.
See if you can put a wind wall at my body and then get me up.
All right.
Should be able to.
Okay.
Unless
Good.
you fly off the world and.
No. I'm just taking the.
Oh, you're flanking. I see.
Taking the easy way. All right, just letting my shield thing.
I'm about to run out of time
here.
Oh,
I'm coming.
Leave no dragon behind.
Yeah. All right, wind walled up.
Yeah, perfect. It's really good.
All right, you're up.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go get one more echo and let's finish this damn thing.
Yeah. I actually have my ult up again, so I'm just gonna use that and take out this brute. Oh, I didn't put in time.
Nice, done. See, one of the things I kept on screwing up is every single time I would go to an echo.
Looks like it was silenced.
Would you fly?
I would run right into the exploding relic, and it would take me out. So
there's still two brutes here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down again. Oh, I didn't see that. The other guy was behind the wall.
Oh, he jumped up. Might be able to get you.
Yeah, you'll get me. Then I'll go straight into my ult, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Ultimate's up.
You've got them on the run. Fine work, my friend.
Very nice. They're out.
Thanks, Owen.
They're out of here.
So Owen is our shared cipher. People don't know. We both have Owen as a cipher.
Yep. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's generally a nice guy. He has some issues.
You know what's funny? There are all these explosive barrels that we didn't take advantage of in this whole arena.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
All right.
So, man, that was really fun. But is there anything we didn't talk about? We were just kind of chatting. I don't know if we missed anything.
So we talked about the Storm Ultimate. We talked about your Interceptor Ultimate. A little bit about customization. See my cool decal on it. What else? Oh, we talked about world events a little bit.
There were questions about the melee build. Just to clarify what that means, I have two gear pieces equipped that I can use in close range that use my fists and legs, and I combine that with my melee attack and things like a shotgun to build a really close range build, so I can dash in and then do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think I said parts of that, but we got distracted.
Let's fly around just a little bit more and take some questions as we kind of go. So I don't know if we actually answered it properly. Flight is used for traversal, but it's also used for gathering different vantage points. Hover is a majorly important thing for many of the Javelin classes. Storm, hover is critical, and of course it's built into the design of the Javelin, where you can hover for longer.
Yep. And then even the other suits, it's really great because you can just get better positioning. You can observe the battlefield. You can use your gear from hover as well. So lots of tactical advantages.
But eventually you do overheat, and then you crater like I'm doing right now.
Yeah. You have to be careful. But I think that's the risk-reward system to it, which is great. There's a lot of different things to pay attention to. So I think for new players, it's really easy to pick up and have fun. But then also for advanced players, you've got a lot of things to learn and master.
Yeah. And in terms of my ultimate, the Storm's ultimate, rather, we have, like we talked about, I'll just show it right here for everyone. So it gives me the opportunity to place 3 separate spheres. And then once those have been placed and primed, I basically hit right trigger to activate it and finish it off. It brings down the meteors or something. And
the IP version of Meteor.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And of course there's crafting material throughout the world, and there are wildlife to hunt, and then of course underwater caves to explore and different.
Yeah. So I'm sure we probably have tons of questions as well from the stream. Do we have any that we could read out?
Hey guys, this is AJ. I'm going to read out some questions that we've pulled from the chat and Twitter today. This one comes from Lion Chris on Twitch. He asks, is the game okay to play on the controller? I assume he means a console controller, and as you can see right there, my Campbell is playing on a controller, but it will have keyboard and mouse support as well. Ben, you guys have done a lot of tuning and stuff to all that.
Fun. I mean, we spent a lot of time on controls. I think one of the really interesting parts of the game is we have more buttons than many games. If you think about it, we have gear piece 1, 2, and 3. We have flight, we have hover, we have sprint, we have dash, or the dash equivalent for each suit, jump, double jump, melee, reload, swap weapon, emotes, aim down sight, or tight aim rather, and fire, shoot. So between all of that, it's been really challenging to come up with a really great control scheme that allows for all of those combinations to work in a way that is really fun to play. We've been doing a bunch of feedback testing, and one of the universal things that comes back is that the controls now feel really good. They certainly didn't, 9 months ago, but now we're at a point where I think it feels really great on a controller. I think PC players are used to having more preferences, and so one of the things we've made sure to add is the ability to remap key bindings. So for PC players, you can basically set up whichever kind of way you want. We've set a default layout that we think will be a good way to pick the game up. So I think, for both controller and PC controls, we feel really happy with it now. I think until you play it, it's hard. Like, people say stuff like, why don't you swap melee and reload or whatever? And I think it's really hard to talk about it until people get to play it. And so once people do that, they seem to give really positive feedback. But it's also stuff we can iterate over time if we need to make more changes. So overall, pretty good.
Okay, this one comes from Tokyo Adam 19 on Twitch. He asks, what kind of aerial trickery can you perform for air superiority purposes?
Well, there's always the good old reliable dodge. So everyone has a slightly different dodge. I'm showing you the Storms right here. Storm's all about blink and teleport, so that allows you to kind of dodge incoming fire. We also have the ability to do a striking air melee, so as you're kind of flowing in, you have the ability at any given point in time to attack the ground. Do that. Number of other ones, and of course every Javelin has slightly different versions of that. Oh, we finished a world event. Oh, how we did that. Anything else to add there?
Being effective.
Yeah, effective at world event. Yeah, and of course the combination of flight versus hover versus melee versus dodge really adds dynamism into that. So there you go to show that. Ben, you aren't able to see my screen, but I just did a combination.
I imagine you're doing amazing things.
It was wicked. Flying and then into hover, dropping down for a lower vantage point, hovering again, flying. So you have a lot of usage of these tools, and bringing them together, pretty badass.
Yeah,
okay.
One of my favorites is the I'm in trouble. I do a spiral flight up into the sky and then drop a melee, air melee down is a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
This next question comes from Gek196 on Twitch. How many actual gear slots will there be?
Yeah, I can field that one. So each suit has 3 specific gear slots. So on a Xbox controller, just to make it easier for myself to explain, you have a left bumper, right bumper, and then left and right together. So typically, the way it works for each suit is you'll have about, at launch, 5 on left bumper, 5 on right bumper, so 5 different gameplay choices, and then 2 on the left and right bumper. So left and right are typically like offensive abilities for the most part. It's not always true. Sometimes it's crowd control. And then the left and right bumper together are kind of things for utility or support. So you heard Mike call out a bunch about using wind wall, which was a wind wall that would block projectiles. So it was like a barrier we could take cover behind.
It's right here.
My one is that I have equipped right now is a debuff. So on large targets, I can make them take an extra 25% damage. So again, it doesn't have to be defensive utility. Mine's offensive utility, and Mike's got defensive utility. So that's gear specifically, and then there are 2 weapon slots that you can equip. There's a couple of small restrictions for a couple of the suits, but generally you can put whatever weapon in whatever slot. And then you have your melee ability, which isn't a thing you can change, and you have your ultimate ability, which also isn't a thing you can change. So that's kind of all the things you have in your toolkit, as well as stuff like jump, double jump, dash, double dash, depending on the class you have, the Javelin you have.
The one thing I forgot to mention at the very beginning. So on my screen, you're seeing little red squares. So that's actually a bug, an issue. Those icons just aren't showing up. Again, work in progress code. Those normally would have an icon. And I continue to show this, but it didn't really show up well in combat because there's a lot going on. This lightning ball that I have here actually bounces. And if you're super good, you can make it hit multiple enemies in one shot and look awesome, unlike what I just... what else we got, AJ?
Yes, sir. So this one comes from a very cool username, Zedekiah the Metasage on Twitch. Ooh. And they say, wait, so you can customize your Javelin's look? Notice we've got some new looks on these Javelins today. You guys want to go into some detail on some of that stuff?
Yeah, so you guys set me up.
Do you want to land so I can stand next to you so we can see both?
But the storm does not land. The storm hovers. All right, fine. I'll crash.
Shall not land. Storm lands for no man.
You can customize a number of different areas. First of all, I want to point out my extremely tacky cape that AJ from the community team gave me. Well, it's not tacky. It's just a matter of taste. It's not something that I would wear normally in the street.
But look how well it's flowing.
Yes.
Isn't it flowing gloriously?
Oh, is it flowing ever? That's a little Paris Games Week humor for y'all. You don't know what we're talking about. You can basically customize with decals. Ben, do you want to walk through the things that I'm showing you in front of you on me and where those things are?
Yeah, so what we'll probably do is we'll host a stream to go into all the details of how this works. But just at a super high level, the idea is that power and vanity are separate things. So power is all about the gear and weapons I talked about a couple minutes ago. And then the vanity or the customization or personalization stuff is about how you look. So you can see here some of the choices Mike has. First of all, affects the silhouette. So the helmet, the shoulders, the chest, that kind of stuff. And how does that look? Laid on top of that, he's got a vinyl, which is a way to have a pattern that covers the suit. And then beyond that, you can pick specific colors and material types to customize the Javelin further. So there's really a lot of cool choices to pick from. And like I said, I think we have to work out when, but you know, over the next little period of time, we'll do a stream that kind of walks through that so we can explain it in a bit more detail.
Yep.
Did I miss anything, Mike? That sound about right?
Apparently, they just told me that mine's supposed to look like a P-51 Mustang. So.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'll take that for the 6 people who really care.
I love P-51 Mustangs. That was just my personal choice.
All right, thanks, AJ.
Sorry, Mike.
Thanks.
It's all about personal choice.
Yeah,
isn't it?
That's right.
There's no right or wrong answer.
So this one comes from Kaladanin on Twitch, and they want to know how you heal. They may not have been tracking how you guys were doing that during the stream.
Okay, so when any Exo or Javelin takes enough damage, they'll go down into a down state. And when you're in a down state, there's obviously a timer, and any of your friends' Javelins can come in and can repair you, basically, and that you have to hold the button in order to do so. And after a certain amount of time, you can choose to respawn outside of the combat area. Obviously, you're not helping your friends as much. but there's benefits to coming in and repairing. There's benefits to gameplay that are granted when you come in and repair. I don't know if we're ready to talk about that stuff yet, but yeah, that's generally the way the mechanic works.
Yeah, and then kind of on top of that, because that was a great answer, is there's also ways to replenish health as you fight. So creatures will drop red health goblets in the world that you can pick up. And so javelins have both shield and health. So shield will replenish over time or by doing specific things specific to the javelin. But your health, you have to pick up the health globes by killing creatures. So it kind of encourages you to keep pushing forward in the combat, to be super heroic in nature. And that's how that works. To kind of clear a few things up, like there aren't specific gear pieces that do healing. That's not a thing we have in the game. The idea is that, like right here, we killed something. Is it just my one?
I
not
was
yours?
slowly killing him, but then you came in and just stole it all. So.
Okay, so I think, yeah, so I got a health globe, but you didn't. But basically that's how you can replenish health as you play the game.
Okay,
in addition to reviving people.
This one comes from Whitefang 315. Will there be loadouts you can build for each javelin that will make them either more offensive, defensive, to kind of fill a gap you don't have a certain javelin, or fill a gap for a certain javelin in your group?
Yeah, for sure. So, kind of the idea of the game